It's Sunday. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, you've had a great weekend. As you can see, Poseidon is vibing. He's having a good time. Hasn't lied in 20 minutes. So he's feeling great. This piece of garbage. Let me remind you guys, head over to patreon.com/Pantelis for the boss tier for those giveaways. We are giving away a few more shirts per month now because we got a big shipment. And we have different kinds of models. We got the null shirts, the podcast, the live, the 2-drink minimum. So we got stuff. So patreon.com/Pantelis is where you're going to go. This week, the time will be officially changing for 2-drink minimum. It will be taking place Tuesdays at 8 p.m. live. So it's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. live, and then Wednesday everywhere you get your podcasts. Does that make sense, Poseidon?
Yep.
You like that? Mm-hmm. Also, I think the episodes of the Pantelis podcast this week are going to be sponsored by Blue Chew, bluechew.com. If you need an erection, head over to Blue Chew. Use the promo code Pantelis. You'll learn more about that when you check out the latest episode of the Pantelis podcast with Will Noonan. All right, we got Flat Cat here, Vic Venom, Ganji. We got people in the chat.
Vic Venom.
Yeah, Vic.
That sounds cool.
It is a cool name. Gapes is here. Captain YOLO. Trey Cool. Pierre Luke. Flat Cat all the way from Boston. Silver and Gold. The Dirty Four crew is here. Who else we got? That's it. Captain YOLO. All right. Dennis is here. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. What am I going to do? There's George is here. All right. Joey LaFlamme. People are joining us, Poseidon. Poseidon was trying to tell him about Andrew Cuomo before we started.
Yes. And I did something that I for some reason, it's a habit.
Because he's just telling you heard about Andrew Cuomo. I was like, what about him? And then he started making up a story based on various headlines. And I was like, did you read about Cuomo? Do you know what happened? He's like, no.
I don't know why the fuck I
Yes,
do that.
more accusers have come out saying that he was sexually harassing them.
Oh, shit.
And he's refusing to step down. Here's the thing, though. I don't know what's real and what's not, because one of the videos they showed, he was not sexually harassing people. But knowing him, he's clearly sexually harassing people. So, we don't have to believe all of them. You don't have to believe all women, but some of them got to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he must have pulled some shit. So there's that. And a lot of his staffers refuse to go in. They're like, yo, we can't go into work now because we're going to look like assholes. So he's there alone calling his brother at CNN. He's like, bro, I got problems. Nobody wants to come to work. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's what happens. You kill enough old people, people take notice. Yeah. That's the kind of shit that Cuomo's pulling. So yeah, that's what's happening with Cuomo in New York. People are talking about him. I don't know how long he's gonna last. People get fed up. You know what's funny is that they're doing what they accused Trump of doing. Trump refusing. He's never gonna step down.
Yeah.
Well, he did. He left. This guy's not leaving though. People are like, yo, step down. It's like, no.
And Trump did it peacefully. There was no issues.
Well, there was issues, but
but hold on.
But
hold on.
it was.
Hold on. He didn't cause.
I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? No. He.
There were issues.
In this day and age, you can't have politics without issues.
Yeah.
So the liberals here, Trudeau they're still talking about it. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they're talking about the universal basic income, making it an official thing.
Here in Canada?
In Canada. They're still talking about it to make it a $2,000 a month. Kind of like a continuation of the CERB for a while.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know how I feel about it. In the beginning, I didn't like it because it's going to inflate all the prices, it's going to fuck up a lot of stuff. But then I go, you know what? They're not letting people work now. They're impeding you from succeeding. So the least we can do is if we create a safety net. But then I go, fuck, how are you going to monitor people taking advantage? And it's such a complicated thing.
It is, but also for a lot of people who are struggling. But
that's what I'm saying. So since you've destroyed the economy, well, what are you going to do? Even if you stop, has the CERB stopped yet or no?
The CERB stopped, but now people are on EI.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So you're fucking people over. So let's say when EI is done, but all these industries have changed. They've morphed, some have shut down.
Yeah.
What do you want people to do? Someone who is working their whole lives, they want to contribute. What, now they have to be homeless? Because you shut everything down for a year.
Exactly.
So I get that. I don't know how to monitor. I don't know how to administer this like to the population without it fucking everything up at the same time.
But it will.
Yeah.
For the beginning, there's always going to be that.
Maybe there has to be rules. Maybe there has to be rules for like landlords, because now if your base right now everybody's base is zero.
Yeah.
What you're guaranteed to get is zero. So everyone's base is zero. So prices adjust based on your base being zero.
Yeah.
If your base is 2,000, you think landlords are not going to take advantage of it?
Of course.
Of course. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? I know you're getting at least 2,000.
Yeah. People are going to fuck people over.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation, but because also in that this thing, what I think is gonna do for people who are always stressed out about that paycheck, job to job type of shit,
Yeah.
they will never have to worry about an income, about paying rent.
But
and
if
shit like
everything just adjusts to the 2000, that's what people are forgetting.
Yeah.
Everything's not going to stay the same. Everything adjusts, right? That's how inflation works. So everything's going to adjust to it. It's going to become the new zero.
So we're just in the same hole.
We're going to be in the beginning. No, in the beginning it'll be too quick, and if they're going to put measures so people can't just adjust right away, so that you can make some money, be smart. But after a while, after a couple of years, people are slowly going to start adjusting.
Yeah. They're gonna start adjusting, and then do you think they're gonna have to re-increase the basic universal income?
But then again, it's never ending.
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
But all our currency is fucking dumb. All of it's crazy. But people a lot smarter than me can't figure it out. So I'm clearly not gonna be the guy. I'm not gonna be the guy who's gonna figure all this shit out.
Definitely not me. Also.
Oh god. You heard basic income and you're like, yeah, all these basic bitches, bro. I want Botox income. New episode of In Bed with Poseidon dropped yesterday for the patrons. You had a guest. I forgot her name.
Julia Grandoni.
Okay, so you had a guest yesterday, and we'll put the audio up, I think, in a couple of days. We're going to start putting the audio on iTunes so that people who, and on Patreon, obviously, just so people who want only audio can listen to it. And you said you had fun with her. She was not a prostitute. She was a TikToker.
Yes.
And she was still cool with you and your girlfriend, and it was a fun show.
My co-host.
Yeah.
I don't know why people keep saying girlfriend, bro.
You know why. You damn well better know why.
Look. Fuck labels, bro. What is
okay, yeah, it's true. I saw a label thing. I saw a CBC posted a thing about it's time people speak out about the military, the Canadian military. Mm-hmm. Women that were pissed off because they were basically it's co-ed showers, men and women, which I'm with them. I'm 100% like, yeah, that is weird. Let them have their own showers. But at the same time, I'm like, well, CBC has to decide. Are there no genders or are there genders? Because if there is no difference, then CBC, why did you just change your tune? Because a few months ago, you were saying that these are all made up things, right? So then the one bathroom should be fine.
Yeah.
But now you're back on my boat. You're telling me that there is a difference and you shouldn't force women to shower with men. Which, welcome back. Welcome back to my boat.
But this is what happens when they keep moving the fucking goalposts shit. This is what happens. They just put themselves in a fucking hole.
But I'm with them. That is, that's weird.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, I agree.
Let them fucking shower by themselves. Why you gotta force them to? That's gonna cause some trauma. You can have weirdos whipping their dicks out and shit. Like,
you're doing the
you think everybody in the military is a normal person? Like, there's weirdos everywhere.
Well, yeah, of course. And it's the military. So people have killed people. So
yeah. It's the Canadian military.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Oh, they kill some people too. We have, the Canadian military, apparently, though it's small, well trained. We got some elite soldiers in it.
Very effective.
Very effective.
In
small doses.
Yes. In World War II, because I read up a lot about World War II and all that shit. And
reading is
well, through memes. They were some of the most effective soldiers on the battlefield in World War II.
The Canadians?
Yeah.
They were very good in World War II, yeah.
Ruthless. You couldn't stop them. And they didn't even need meth.
Excuse me. They didn't need meth. It was a choice. It's not like they're like, yo, no meth, no win. We can still win, but let's get them some meth.
Not like the Germans,
Germans use all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They were on crystal meth. They're putting all kinds of drugs. The Germans were cartoon villains.
Basically.
In World War II.
Yeah.
World War I, not talked about often. Germans, still the bad guys.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it enough, but yeah, it was definitely.
World War I had more deaths than World War II.
World War I had more deaths than World War II? Probably, I think so.
Yeah.
The Great War.
The Great War. Hold on. If I Google real quick, World War I deaths.
What about accidental deaths? Were there any World War II accidental deaths?
It was around 40 million deaths in World War I.
Okay. And two? Fuck, 40 million people.
Over? Oh, no, never mind. I'm wrong. 75 million in World War II. Never mind. Where the fuck did
I like that you caught yourself bullshitting. I love that. So here's the thing. That means that imagine in the First World War, 40 million people died because of the Serbian Black Hand when they assassinated Franz Ferdinand. So one guy got offed.
Yeah.
Set off a whole chain of events that killed 40 million people. Fuck, bro. That's how stupid we are as human beings. Like, that one guy's killed, let's fucking do this.
And not to mention, right after there was a Spanish flu.
Yeah.
That
And
killed
then
other millions.
Slowly after that, Spanish fly. Bill Cosby started fucking finding victims. That's crazy, eh?
It's nuts, bro.
Yeah, World War I had no fucking purpose, Elvis is saying. Yeah, it was Franz Ferdinand, that's my homeboy. And then, because it showed, that's why then they were talking about having a League of Nations, because it showed the loopholes in the alliances. Because what happened is everyone had military alliances, but they were all put into effect when the wrong country would get attacked. Because basically, let's say I have an alliance with you.
Okay.
And it says that if you go to war, if somebody attacks you, I have to go to war and defend you.
Okay.
But I have an alliance with another country that says if I'm at war, they have to come in and back me. So what happened is this was going on everywhere in Europe.
Oh, shit.
So the second one country's like, yo, we got hit, we're going to war. Then the other country, by treaties, like, oh, fuck, now I'm implicated in the war. But if I'm implicated in the war, bro, you're implicated in the war. And if you're implicated in the war, he's implicated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
shit.
happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Basically what happens to me every time in Total War Warhammer.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then people were like fighting and like, yo, who's this guy? What am I fighting?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but that's how Total War starts.
That's why World War I was so weird. They would stop during the holidays. Like during Christmas, they would play soccer with each other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all right, guys, back to I'm gonna kill you tomorrow. Aha, you think you're gonna get me tomorrow? Yeah, like that's why it was weird because it was such a, no, I don't want to say diplomatic. It was a shitty war, but it was such a fake. Like there wasn't real animosity. It was
Yeah.
over nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And then
yet-
that's soldiers like we're just following orders. That's when it was really applicable. World War I, where it was the dumbest fucking war.
fucking
They're all
hell.
dumb wars, but
Yeah,
this
obviously.
one was very, very dumb.
But it says a lot about our nature.
Yeah, we're stupid. Human beings
Yeah.
are dumb. That's why people are making fun of that sperm bank for the moon that they want to do with all our spores, sperm, all that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put on the moon because we're gonna kill ourselves soon. Let some advanced alien race find us in the future and try to rebuild.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
40 million motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Just
it's crazy.
one dude died. Imagine this guy's a spirit now or like a ghost or whatever. He's like, yeah, I did all this. He's like proud of himself and shit.
I mean, look, you see, people, you like to talk shit about Americans, but Americans, when their president got assassinated, remember JFK? Did they take it out on the entire CIA? No.
That's funny.
Get shot. There's an opening by the windows.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Son of a bitch, he's talking too much. I was watching a video about Gary Oldman, his best memories from the most iconic roles, and just the way he was describing stuff, like The Fifth Element. He was like, "Yeah, I had to do that as a favor." Like, but it became one of your most iconic roles. He's like, "Yeah, I know." He wasn't, but it's not something he's like particularly proud of.
Yeah.
Like that role. But he really liked what's his name, Drexel in True Romance.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
he goes, the way they described it to me, he goes, it's a Tarantino film, like it's written by Tarantino. It's hard for me to explain, the guy's telling him. And he's like, basically, you're a white guy who thinks he's black and you're a pimp. And he's like, I'll do it.
That's amazing.
He's like, all right, I don't need to know the rest of this. I'm going to like it. I'm pretty sure. But if somebody's like, I don't know how, it's going to be too hard for me to explain the story. But basically, you're a white guy who thinks he's black and you're a pimp. He's like, I'll do it. It's right up my alley. And he's so, like, I was watching different clips he's a fucking chameleon, the guy.
Yeah.
Such a good actor. There's a few guys like that are just, he's on a different level, better than Denzel Washington. Because Denzel Washington, excellent actor. You feel like, oh, he feels what he's saying.
Yeah.
But he doesn't transform the same way that Gary Oldman does.
How do you do that?
I don't know. He must have some problems.
Oh, for sure. For sure, because you fuck with the mind.
Yeah.
You fuck with the mind heavy.
But I don't mean bad problems. When I say that, because people think, oh, they're tortured. Or I don't think it's a torture. I think it's a good.
No.
It's just you have to have. It must fuck with you after, because he's separating himself. He's that guy for that. So it must fuck. It must have take its toll on you after a while.
Yeah, but
it makes for excellent art.
Of course, but also it depends because they have all kinds of money, so they could take a fucking break to feel like themselves again.
Like they have all kinds of money. You know that when they first start, like when he was making all these movies, they weren't making a lot of money.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but
like they have money now, but a lot of these actors, like Anthony Hopkins, another chameleon. Anthony Hopkins, in the beginning, all these guys were doing plays in England and shit. They were all play people. Robbie did the same thing. Remember Robbie was in plays? He was telling us
Yeah.
when I first met him. He was telling me the whole story about. I go, so how did you get into films like all that? He's like, well, it was mostly theater, and like he liked theater, Shakespeare, that kind of stuff. He was
Yeah.
like, that shit doesn't pay a lot, but you get all kinds of crazy experience. Because in England, when they do theater, it's big there. They get to work with like what's Ian McKellen and all these big names that went to Hollywood. They all live theater, so you get to learn.
Ian McKellen is Magneto, right?
Magneto, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you get to learn. So it's something else. It's great. It's kind of like how Broadway used to be in the States for a while until now it's just turned into nonsense. But Broadway used to have like the best shows. And now they do. I guess 40% of them are probably still pretty good. But there's also nonsense.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
You ever seen the movie Cats?
No.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of bad things about it. Yeah, that's all pretty cool. I like all that shit. I bought a book. Because theater has been big in England for a while. I bought a book. What's it called? The Complete Works of William Shakespeare.
Okay. Do you know who William Shakespeare is?
Yes.
Okay. Who is he?
Well, he was in theater. He was a writer.
Do you know who he was though?
As a person, no, I never met the guy.
That's not what I didn't say. But do you, he owes me $15.
Oh shit. No, not exactly.
He was a vile anti-Semite.
Oh shit.
That's the theory I'm going with. Yeah, that's what I want you.
Oh
to,
really?
That's what I want you to repeat to people. Yeah.
Oh, you're messing with me.
Yes, Poseidon. I'm working on this Shakespeare play. Oh, the anti-Semite. What?
But man, it's fucking hard to read. It's
Well,
very difficult.
most people with your mental problems say the same thing.
No, because it's written in fucking old English.
Yeah.
So I gotta fucking Google half the fucking words, bro.
Explain. Give me an example.
There was one like
Hear ye.
no. It's like one word, but it's separated into two with like a apostrophe. I'm like, what does this mean? So I have to Google it, and then Google can't find it. Then I have to go this word Shakespeare, and then it gives me the breakdown. I'm like, holy shit! And then finally I can read it, but I have to read it in proper English. So
In
it's
proper, I like how you're saying that people in England don't speak proper
no,
English.
but in today's English, I mean, you know what I mean?
Show me the word. I'm curious.
Like I think one of them was over.
Over.
I think I have to because I started reading it.
The word over
a
threw
month
you
or two
off.
ago. No. It was.
Imagine
it was,
under what that would do to you.
It was O apostrophe I think ER something. So I'm like, what the yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, because it's written in 1500s English.
Yeah.
But
Or yonder.
you get me right.
Yeah, no, I get you. I wish I was a fly on that wall watching you try to reach Shakespeare. Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Well, bro, I was sitting there with a book because it's a big fucking book. So it's open. I'm like, hold on. Grab my phone. Okay. Continue reading. And now there's a new one. I'm like, fuck, bro. It's just like, it's this every time, bro. So it's like homework. So it's hard. It takes a lot of mental focus.
He's just there for an hour trying to read. It's hurting his head. He's like, finally, I think I understand all these words. And he's like, consent. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Give me a dictionary.
No, so I put it on pause for a bit. I'm like, I'm gonna need a lot of focus on this book, and then I'm continuing some other books.
Yeah. Good. You'll have fun reading.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll open up your world.
Yes, it will, because I lack
Discipline.
an education. Education. I don't mean like education, like formal education. I mean like you know what I mean. Like I never really read, and you're supposed to read.
I like how you answered your own question. I don't know what it is. It's like I lack formal, not formal. I lack informal education. The thing is, all my education was done in sweatpants. You feel me?
No, but you know how
And then someone's like, yeah, I feel you, bro.
But you know how I used to go to school, bro? I used to go to school, half asleep most of the time,
Yeah.
late by an hour, fall
Okay.
asleep in the back.
This has nothing to do with the system. This is all your fault.
All my fault. Eat lunch. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And then this is what we get.
Yeah.
This is the product
Look,
of all
it's
that.
also the school's fault. Because
Why is it the school's
because
fault?
it was a garbage school, bro.
Well, other people made it from that school. Entrepreneurs made it in that school. I was in that school.
Yeah, looks like it all points back to me. Eh?
Yeah. So what you're saying is, I'm responsible for my own downfall. This is an M. Night Shyamalan twist, if ever there was one. I did not see that one coming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're responsible for your downfall. You fucking psychopath. Poseidon, try reading The Trick Baby by Iceberg Slim.
Excuse me?
Look, I said exactly what Silver and Gold wanted me to tell you. That's it. That's all I'm telling
The
you.
Trick Baby by Iceberg Slim.
Anik is curious about Cats. Cats was originally a Broadway play. It was renowned, a lot of fun. And then they decided to make a live-action film with a lot of cat buttholes. And the movie just tanked.
Idris Elba was in it, right?
And then the excuses came out. We didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough budget. And then people were like, well, what about the script? Because the script is shit. And like, oh, yeah, that too. Like, so even if we gave you time and money, you were going to keep the script. Yeah. So it's just, sometimes that happens, though. They overhype it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the Fast and the Furious franchise hasn't fallen off a cliff yet. Not that I wanted to. Make all the movies, make all the money you want. They're fun action movies. I'm just saying, I'm surprised it lasted this long without that movie that just ruins it. You're like, okay, that was just too shit.
I think that's going to happen when they take themselves too seriously in that universe.
You don't think they take themselves? You don't think Vin Diesel takes himself too serious already?
No, but like, I don't know. Like,
Vin Diesel does interviews as, what the fuck's his name in Fast and Furious?
I don't remember.
That's what he does. He's like, he's
Are you
always
serious?
in, you've never seen him talking?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yeah, he says stupid shit. Yeah.
That's actually very funny.
So is the script ready for the new Fast and the Furious? He's like, doesn't matter whether you script by an inch or a mile, as long as you're scripting. What? What? I'm a retard.
And he always pulls off one of these. You know, from that scene there with The Rock and Vin Diesel when they come face to face and shit.
Oh, yeah, where he's looking at him, yeah. What are you doing? If this doesn't go my way, I'm a fly.
Yeah, he just walks into every room like this.
Caw-caw. Yeah. Yeah. It's like fucking, that rooster's back here. Yeah, he's fucking weird.
But speaking of the Fast and Furious, did you know? I don't know the full details because again, I just catch headlines and shit.
I know. I'm aware of your style of reading.
But what's his face there? Jamie Foxx and The Rock had gone into like a feud. Do you remember that?
Not Jamie Foxx.
Not Jamie Foxx.
That's hilarious. That you just
not
you're just thinking of any black guy.
No, the other guy. What's his name? You know, what's the other guy?
Tyrese.
Yes, Tyrese. No, but that's not his real name though.
Okay, listen, bro. You're gonna be less racist.
I'm bad with names.
Yes, it is. It's Tyrese.
Oh, okay, it's Tyrese.
But yeah, he feuded with Tyrese.
Yeah, what was that about? Do you remember?
I know what that was about. You want me to tell you what that was about?
Yes.
It might frustrate you. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Fast and the Furious is a franchise of adults in cars saying things like, you know it, hack into the mainframe. If this doesn't work, take care of my family. Things of that nature. And explosions. And it's huge because people love it. It's a mindless action movie. You get to have fun. So they had brought in The Rock. He was one of the characters. And then the production company, all these people like, you know what, we can make money off this. They like The Rock and they like the other, what's that British guy?
Oh, the bald guy.
Yeah.
He did the mechanic.
He did the mechanic. He did Crash or whatever the fuck it was called. Not Crash. Crank. Whatever the fuck it was called. Anyways, that guy.
Crank.
So they say we should do spin-offs. So obviously they're like, yeah, fucking let's do this.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking. They're paying them millions of dollars to make more movies.
Yeah, and The Rock is The Rock.
The Rock is The Rock. The Rock's like, yeah, I'm gonna make more money. Jason Statham. Thank you, Dirty
Jason
Four.
Statham, yeah.
So like, yeah, with Jason Statham, I don't mind this British son of a bitch. Let's do it. And then Tyrese got mad.
Oh shit.
He's like, yo, how come you didn't consult us? You should have told them that the spin-off should include us so that we can all be in it. And then The Rock was like, well, that's not a spin-off. And if you're in it too, then it's just another movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's the whole point is other non-super central characters that are having adventure at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyways, so all that stuff happened and he was pissed and he goes, he fucked us. He went against the family. And
What?
But also there was tension on set because a lot of times he'd feud a bit apparently with Vin Diesel because Vin Diesel would try
Tyrese.
to... No, The Rock.
Oh shit.
So there was a bit of tension because he would just try to be alpha, but by being alpha, he would just be rude to people.
Who?
Vin Diesel.
Okay.
He'd show up late. He'd stuff like that.
Okay.
And The Rock at one point called him out on it.
Oh shit.
So there was already tension. So then Tyrese saw like, oh, he's cutting us out. He saw it as like he's taking our thing and he's cutting us out. So all that's why that had happened. So he was mad. But then he looked pretty stupid because people were like, well, he's not cutting you out. It's another.
Yeah.
They're not saying no more Fast and Furious and now we're doing Rock and the Furious. You're still going to make your movies. He's just adding another one because we know we can make money off him. He's The Rock. Everybody wants to watch movies with him. That's all it was.
Oh, that's fucking retarded.
Yeah. It's like me saying In Bed with Poseidon. Fuck that, bro. In Bed with Poseidon and Pantelis. I got to be there too.
Yeah.
It's like, well, no, just In Bed with Poseidon. He has his own fucking show. Why do I have to be there at that show too?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100% I get it. Yeah, that's such weird behavior.
Yeah. Well, some of these guys, bro, they become cunts.
What do you think it is? You think it's money?
No, it has nothing to do with money. It's ego. That's all it is. It's ego. Ego's good to not let yourself get stepped on, but it's also bad when you have no compromise. Like he should have been like, I'm still making movies. He could have been happy for The Rock or whatever. But just be like, no, I have to be involved in everything you do that's Fast and Furious related. It's like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, no, you don't.
That's strange.
Yeah, plus also, who are you competing with? The Rock? Like, you think The Rock stole your shine? Dude, The Rock, whether you like him or not, is like one of the biggest stars on the planet.
Yeah.
You could bring The Rock to China and they know who he is.
Yeah. He's worth all kinds of money.
Yeah.
All kinds.
Forget how much he's worth. You're not even, again, you have a one-track mind, not what he's worth in money. He's not going out to China to give people money.
No, I know.
What I'm saying is he's known. People like The Rock. He's liked. So anywhere he goes, he's going to make money. People prefer to have The Rock. If they go, who do you want in this movie? The Rock or Tyrese? The Rock or Poseidon? They're going to be like, yeah, The Rock. You know, I don't want sexual assaults on the fucking thing. Keep Poseidon out of here. The Rock. Yeah, that's why they're trying to push him to run for president. It's just because they know that whatever party he goes with is most likely going to win. Because he's super, super well liked. But it's not in his best interest to do that.
No.
He's going to have 4 years where he can't make real money. And half the country's going to hate you no matter what. Because you're going to fall into that, the banner of the X party. Yeah. So even if you're the best for the country, it doesn't matter. The other half's going to be like, fuck you, you're wearing those colors. So it wouldn't be good for him or his brand. It's better he stays out of politics.
Yeah.
But you never know. Sometimes you feel compelled. You're like, you know what? I want to make a difference. And then you realize you can't because you're not in control.
Illuminati confirmed. Yeah.
We were talking about a 2-drink minimum. It's funny because someone had commented, I had shared on the Facebook the thing that what's his name, Jason put up, where Gapes created the Oprah interview, but with me and Mike and you and Yan in the background with Annabelle. And I shared that, if you don't know what this is about, whatever the fuck it says on 2-drink minimum, click on the link. And some lady got mad and said, no, I'm not gonna click on the link because I don't care about her and her supporting pedophiles or this. It's like, yeah, that's not. Oprah wasn't really on 2-drink minimum. That was. And I'm not Meghan Markle. It's a meme. It's just a joke. I'm not actually, like, who is following me that saw that? And he's like, fucking Pantelis giving the prince a platform and Oprah. Whoa, how dumb, how dense are you? It's so crazy. Yeah.
That's why I go to Facebook sometimes just to read comments like that.
Sometimes I get comments on YouTube of certain guests. Fuck you for giving this person a platform.
What?
Like, the platform of Pantelis comedy. The platform I gave them. It's the same thing as CNN, bro. It's the same thing. People when they're researching stuff, they're like, look, they said it on Oprah and on Pantelis' show. It's so stupid. Well, people are so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
This is the level of intelligence that we're dealing with.
I think this is why we're fucked.
As a species.
Yeah.
So you didn't tell me, because you keep hearing me say jokes. Do you or do you not agree with the moon bank, the sperm and
I agree. I agree just based off of my intellect.
You know what I'm going to start doing next week? I think I'm going to bring all the dumb comments I see online for articles that don't make any sense. I'm going to start bringing this so we can read them, because there was a guy that on that article, he wrote, people think conspiracies are crazy, but they believe in this nonsense. It's like, believe in what? They're not saying there's a storage facility they discovered. They're saying that we should store stuff on the moon. What's there to believe or not believe? They're just saying, we already have one of these banks in Greenland.
Yeah.
We're saying just in case we nuke ourselves because we're retards and we're liable to do this kind of shit, let's just have a thing on the moon just in case. That's all they're saying. And this guy's like, people believe in, they think conspiracy theories are crazy, but they believe in this nonsense. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? This is so stupid. I just had to type something angry.
Yeah.
I look at articles. Sometimes just see the comments, and sometimes I'll click like on someone's just to start a fight with other people. Because some of the stuff is just absurd. Captain Yo's like just saw that comment. Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Do you think it's boredom? What do you think that is?
No, it's just idiocy. A lot of people, it's kind of like what you do with headlines. They'll read the headline, they'll make up a scenario, and then they'll argue the scenario they made up in their head. And then other people are arguing with them because they get mad, and they'll start arguing with them, but on the scenario that's actually happening. So now you have two people arguing two completely different things, saying that they're right, but they're not even arguing the same thing. And then they're just getting mad at each other. And it just continues. And then you have other people like me who look from a distance and like, yes. Yes, fight, dummies, fight. You know?
Do you think it's because we're constantly bombarded with information in today's day and age? Like, we have literally everything.
No, because then that should solve our problems. I think it's because we were all told that we're special. But we're not all special. That's what I think it is. So you can't stand not to be right. Because you know all the shit I go, I was wrong, that was stupid, this and that. Yeah, apparently that's a hard thing to do. People don't want to admit it.
Well, no, I do it.
No, I have to fight it out of you.
Yeah, I'm a bit stubborn.
You bullshit me all the time.
No, I'm a bit stubborn is what it is. But I still do it at the end of the day because I'm not a lunatic.
As soon as you admit that you don't know anything, everything's so much funner. Like even with the vaccines now, people are digging their heels in. So we had, what is it, the AstraZeneca one that in some places in Europe, in Northern Europe, they were causing blood clots. So like, you know what, we're stopping to administer it. And then right away, people started coming out defending it. People who are not scientists, people who didn't do the research. Like, nah, if they give me the choice, I'll take that shot. I don't give a fuck. It's safe. But the people that were doing it, the people that were administering there said, we're not going to take a chance. You don't have to dig your heels in. You could be a logical person, be like, yeah, I'll wait. Maybe I'll get the Moderna one. Or like, I'll fucking wait because of this. That's what a rational person would do. If I tell you there's a chance that this will fuck with you, you'd be like, all right, I'll wait. No, it's out there, so I'll take it. That's so stupid.
But imagine also being the scientist. You went to years of schooling to learn you're passionate about, I don't know, fucking biology, whatever the fuck. Years.
Whatever these nerds are doing.
Bachelor's, master's, PhD, fucking all the levels, this, that.
And then you have a guy on Facebook.
You have a guy on Facebook, bro? No, bro, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Me, I'm from fucking wherever the fuck.
You ever tried drinking vinegar? It's a cure-all. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So that's what they did to people last year. That's why people are pissed now, and it makes so much sense. Last year, like, yeah, anything before 2 years is dangerous. We're not going to give that to people. It's not a safe vaccine. And then a year later, we got something for you. You're like, wait a second. Didn't you say? I still talk about that because I go, that's no shit. People are nervous. Like, didn't you say?
And a lot of the experts did flip flop also a lot.
Well, they had to, bro. You're gonna get crucified. The whole thing. Same thing with archaeological the societies. You have to have one mind. The second anyone veers, they get mad at you. You have to all adhere to the same overall story arc. The second someone's like, well, maybe, like, oh, what do you mean? Shut the fuck up. Get rid of his papers. He shouldn't be allowed to do this. Like, they get angry.
Fuck, eh?
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with funding. Like, the status quo is a very important thing for people. Yeah. People get comfortable in it. That's why Egypt, they keep going back on how old a lot of the architecture is, right? And they're like, well, scientifically, this is actually older. You know, they're saying now about the waters. They're saying when the Nile was at a certain height. So it's like, oh, wait a second, but there's water damage here. How is that possible? Then fuck, this is older than what we thought. That means that the Egyptians were fucking doing cool shit way before we thought. You know what? And like, no, because we've been saying for the last couple of years that it's this. It's like, I know you've been saying that. That's fine.
But now there's new evidence.
Now there's new evidence. That's like, it's like, no, that's great. Yeah. Well, but there's evidence. You know what I mean? So we have to look at the evidence. Like, no, I based my whole thing. I don't care what the fuck you base your whole thing on. That's what science is supposed to be. It's supposed to be evolving.
Yeah.
So they do that kind of shit. And then they try to discredit you and shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't like that shit.
And then they put you in with conspiracy theories. They're like, do you also think the earth is flat? You're like, I never said that. I just said that we should do some investigating here. Fucking flat earthers. And then idiots see that and they just continue.
Oh, but there's also people that think that the Titanic sinking was an assassination attempt on 3 people.
Yeah, you're one of these people. You're the person that brought it up to me.
Actually, why do people keep thinking I think that?
Because you brought it up to us.
Yes, because it's funny.
Me and the rest of normal society never assumed that the Titanic going down was an assassination.
I never assumed it either, but it's so fucking entertaining to read.
Yeah.
All this shit is super entertaining to read.
Oh, also the China thing. It's good that Captain Yolo brings up. So Captain Yolo says China could have been more transparent at the beginning. So now, here's the fucked up thing with the media. This is the problem with you digging your heels in and not wanting to admit. Then you put yourself in a corner and you can't say stuff. So in the beginning, when the scientist from China, he's like, yeah, we knew about this. It wasn't on purpose, but it escaped, this and that, the guy that they silenced. Here in North America, they're saying if you say anything about scientists coming out, if you say anything that started in Wuhan, it's racist. You can't say where it started. That's right, which is crazy. Which they're bringing in the fact that because it starts there, it's a race thing, okay? So they start making it weird. So then people are like, wait a second. But that is where it started. We know where it started. So now you're frustrating people. Well, why can't I say it's from China? What the fuck is this? Then they started the whole race war. If you're black, you're different than if you're white, this and that, and everyone, start fighting each other. Remember? Oh, white people, they did all this to you. And then when white people that were born now are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm against this. I don't want police beating people up. Anyways, that happens. Now there was a spike in beatings of Asian people, especially in Philadelphia and stuff, telling them, fuck you. Yeah, you started Wuhan, this and that. There was a problem. A lot of those beatings were happening by black guys. So now the media was in a fucked up situation. They're like, we can't really report on this. We can't report on this now. Like, we need white guys to start beating these Asians up or else we can't report on this because we put ourselves in a corner because they've separated everything by race. But if they wouldn't have mentioned race, if race wasn't the issue, they could have just said, people are idiots, they're beating up Asian people, blaming them for the coronavirus. The coronavirus started in these fucking labs in Wuhan. They could have said it if the race wasn't the most important factor, if it was location. Now they fuck themselves. So now you can't say the truth anymore because they're going to, well, it falls under this category. Well, no, we know the truth. Truth is that's where it started. Chinese people are not responsible for it. Fucking the scientists that let this shit get out are responsible for it. The government over there for hiding it is responsible for it. And then the same thing with the beatings happening. It's not every black guy, it's not every citizen, it's not every white guy, it's not the people beating up Asians and blaming them for coronavirus are the problem. But they put themselves in a weird corner, yeah. So I've been noticing a lot of this shit. I've been watching my feeds and stuff, and I'm like, oof, that's you guys fucked yourselves, media. You should try to start a race war. You try to start all kinds, yeah.
And now it's blowing up in their face.
It's blowing up in their face because now they can't see the truth because now they're scared to call themselves racist. So if they mention something like that, they're scared to be known as that because that's how they set the precedence. If you mention, even if it has nothing to do with it, this guy's from Greece. You're like, why do you hate all Greeks? That's what they would do to you. That's what they would do to you.
Fuck.
So now they can't mention things that are important when they're related to location or race or anything. They can't mention it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, speaking of the news, did you see, what was it, ESPN Mexico, I think?
What did they do?
The wall that fell on the guy, bro.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Jesus Christ, bro.
During a broadcast.
Yeah, bro.
It looked like he got flattened like a pancake.
Yeah.
Is he dead or just looked like that?
Apparently he was fine after.
Yeah,
but then people started memeing it, bro. People started making videos on TikTok, like the Stitch, and then doing something like, I think one guy was, trying to remember, I think he pretended to kick or something, and then the wall just fell. Like funny shit. Like I felt
basically for those of you who haven't seen, I guess I could try to find the video. ESPN in Mexico was doing a broadcast, where they have all those people sitting in that room around that round sports center table, and as they're talking, a wall falls on one of the guys, crushes him, and then it cuts to the guy and he continues. He's like, well, Javier's gone. So, but the fact that no one addressed, that's what was funny. Yeah. Because normally you think people would jump up and be like, holy shit, let's save him.
To lift the wall.
Yeah. They're just like, that happened. So do I get his salary or what's the, because I could do soccer. I know about soccer.
Jesus, poor guy, bro. Imagine you're sitting there minding your own fucking business and boing. It just flattened, bro. Just you're there. Imagine me right now, bro, just sitting here minding my own.
And the wall comes down.
The wall, bro. But like,
yeah, you're like, wait,
it's
what?
sad, but it's also very funny.
No, he's all right. He's all right.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine.
You know what? Let me just find that video now because it's. I gotta show people. So what do we say? ESPN Mexico wall. I'm gonna type in Mexico wall.
Oh man,
it brings up Trump. No, I found it. Oh, it's in Colombia. It wasn't in Mexico.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. It is funny though that to you it was the same thing. You're like, oh yeah, So let's see this. Dios mío, there's no volume. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, this one's better. This one I see a reaction. It cuts right away to the guy that actually look like he's looking at him. Oh no, continue. I like the whole thing where the guy continues. He looks at him and then he continues talking.
God damn.
Colombian soccer journalist was shockingly struck by a falling wall.
God damn.
He's fine. His name was Carlos. All right. Yeah, it just crushed him.
But imagine escaping the cartels and gun violence and all that shit.
Again, you're mixing up two different countries.
No.
But that's...
No, but in Colombia they had cartels.
I know, but Mexico is known for their cartels causing violence. The
Colombia
Colombians...
too.
Colombia's never did anything with drugs,
Pablo
bro.
Escobar.
Are you crazy? Pablo Escobar was Peruvian.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, I saw the documentary on
What
Netflix.
documentary you see?
Bro,
What's it called? Narcos? That's not a documentary. Narcos is not a documentary. Narcos is not a documentary, you son of a bitch. I caught you. I watch documentary films. You know, Pedro Pascal? Mandalorian? That was a hard hit, but apparently he's fine, the guy.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Would you... Oh, what's it called? George Floyd's family apparently is getting $27 million
Oh, shit.
by... I think the state has to pay that. Yeah, it's pretty...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, if it's his direct family, his daughter, his wife. I don't know where it goes, but 27 million. But I don't know. I didn't read what happened with the guy who killed him. I don't read what's happening with him. He's life in prison or whatever.
I have no clue, bro. I've been trying to stay out of
because the money's fine. The money's fine. Okay, yeah, obviously give money. But I mean, the big thing was for this guy not to be allowed to be out there anymore, right? Because he committed murder.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I'm curious to see what's going on with that. But $27 million, bro. So at least money trouble. His kid's going to be able to go whatever fucking school she wants, all that shit. But I really wonder what happened to that guy, or if it might not be over.
Bro, I don't know. Because
you know what? You know what's fucked up about that guy? If he wants to live there, he can't. Even if he's out of prison,
they'll kill him.
Someone's going to break him.
Yeah. I think murder, actually.
They might not even murder him. They just beat him up daily.
Yeah,
Set his house on fire and shit. Yeah, which is worse.
That's what they do to some guys in prison.
Yeah.
Just instead of like they do it to some pedophiles.
It's not a pedophile, but either way, this guy's fucked. Because the only way would be if they let him out and he fucking lives in a village. Yeah. He's out of the city life. He lives in the north somewhere. Yeah. He lives the way the Unabomber lived. It's the only way. Anything else, but this guy's getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they might keep him in. I don't know. But I saw the $27 million settlement. It was in my feed. And I was like, oh, shit, I didn't think that they were going to go that fast, that far. But I guess maybe they're trying. Like, they don't want any more trouble.
Yeah.
They're like, here you go.
But, man, do you remember those times a few months ago, bro? Like, everything was fucked up, bro. And out of the news, all kinds of crazy shit was coming out about that story, too. Bro, it was just insane. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, they knew each other before. But that's what the media does. They sensationalize. Like, maybe it was his rival from a long time. Maybe they liked the same woman at the club that they worked at. Like, they were building this crazy narrative that was making people mad.
Yeah. But that's why me, even like, I'll open up Twitter. That's why I don't open Twitter much, Because I'll see all this shit. I'll be like, I can't.
Twitter's fucked up. I've learned to laugh at it a bit, but Twitter's
I laugh at it too, but it gets too much. Like, I can't stand this shit. I can't. I just want to read a book or play video games. That's it. And masturbate sometimes. That's it. Fuck it. I can't. Drives me nuts.
You jerk off my Instagram photos. You better stop that. You weren't
supposed to expose me like that.
Better stop that.
Like that.
They are picking juries right now. Autopsy showed no damage to his neck and that swallowed all his drugs. Oh, get the fuck out of here. And, oh my God, he swallowed his drugs. That's how he... Oof. Oh, no, wait. And he swallowed drugs and passed arrests also to hide them. But this one, did he swallow his drugs? Either way, he still was fucking kneeing the guy his neck for 7 minutes. Either way, this guy's a dummy.
Yeah, that's like and I have no clue. I wasn't there, so I never.
And the Chinese cop that was with him, the other guy that didn't say anything, like he was just like panic watching other people. Come on, bro, get your fucking knee off him, bro. He's down. He's out of it. He's not gonna go anywhere. He's got his fucking handcuffs on. Like calm the fuck down. Like that could have been avoided. Again, not a stellar member of society either. Now that we know the whole, but it shouldn't matter. That's what I was trying to tell people.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So because they keep bringing up that in the past George Floyd was a piece of shit. Yeah, all the stuff you look at, he wasn't the best guy, but it doesn't matter because there's no correlation with if you've done shitty things, now you deserve to get choked. It doesn't make sense. Because if you're allowing that to happen, if you're giving anyone that power, then anyone can get offed. He didn't do anything that day there to get killed.
And that means there's no...
So it doesn't... You can't... That's what I hate about now, the cancel culture. They always bring up shit in the past to try to discredit now, but sometimes they're not correlated. Like this has nothing to do with anything. He had pistol whipped a woman. He's not a good guy. He had pistol whipped a woman, 100%. A pregnant lady. He's not a good... I'm not saying he's a good guy. But in the case of what happened there, it was like, okay, well, What does that have to do with, he got out of the cop car or whatever the fuck, he wouldn't sit down? You don't kill a guy for that. And then you're going to tell me it wasn't on purpose. Okay, fine, it wasn't on purpose, but you're still responsible, right? So if it wasn't murder, if it was manslaughter, let's say, you're still some responsibility
It's like
there.
running somebody over.
Exactly.
Same thing. Yeah, obviously you didn't want to run the guy over.
Yeah.
But it fucking happened, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a hard video to watch, Flatcat says. Yeah, it's hard to watch, bro. People, like a guy screaming for it. It's terrible shit. So if this helps in keeping people more accountable, cops or anybody with those positions, you get a little bit more scared, like, maybe I shouldn't, But then I also saw another video of a lady fighting with a cop. She didn't want to get arrested. She ran into a car, shot him. He's this fat guy. But he shot her too. And then she drove off and died, but he's in the hospital. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And everyone's shooting each other? Yeah.
I read something in 50's book.
But this cop, bro, the guy who got shot, he was very big.
Very fat?
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, what town is this? Like, don't you have to pass a physical?
Maybe they had a...
Because he got shot like a few times and then he pulled out his gun.
So he didn't feel it?
Like, he hit it. And it's funny because his boss is like, the bullets, sadly, hit him under his vest. I was like, yeah, everything's under his vest. He goes, but he's fine. I go, no shit. Because you know what's under his vest? Another 8 vests. Like, no shit, he's fine.
All that blubber, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot. He's a big fucking guy. Yeah, I'm glad he's okay. I don't want anybody to die.
Yeah, no, obviously,
for stupid shit like this.
But I read something. The reason why this is happening in North America also, and I've read it in multiple places, not just 50 Cent's book. It's because nobody wants to take responsibility anymore.
It's the problem that you have.
It's the problem that I have. But me, it's on a very small level
compared to society.
You know what I mean? Because my mother's still. Obviously, you know what I mean? She didn't...
Well, society has, even here, right? So if you want to give a local example of that, it's kind of like the correlation between people needing, right now, the CERB, this and that, because the businesses are shut down, and then the government getting mad at people for needing that.
Yeah.
Instead of taking responsibility, being like, look,
there you go.
Since we stopped your ability to make money, we have to make it right. It's our responsibility. Instead, they're just like, deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it. No, this is the curfew now. Deal with it. I don't care about your business. Deal with it. So, and then all the repercussions, everything that comes because of that, they don't want responsibility for, but they caused it.
Yeah.
Whereas a responsible society would be like, look, this is what we're doing. If we're going to close you, then you're getting money while you're closed. We're going to make sure your business doesn't go under because we're the ones impeding you.
Yeah.
We're stopping you. So we're going to, and then when they go, oh, well, it's not their fault or whatever, well, it's not the person's fault either. And if you're going to take money off regular people, if you're going to ruin their lives, then as a government, you should have the balls to go to the country that hid this and fucked us in the first place and demand reparations, economic ones from them.
But they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that, so they'll fuck their citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. Why do you think that is that nobody wants to take responsibility nowadays, especially in North America?
I don't know, man. I think it goes back to the whole... some of it is just scared. Like, people are scared to stand up to the Chinese government. That's for sure. China doesn't fuck around. China's very powerful.
Especially since their military is being trained here now, too.
Yeah, they're trained Canadian fast. No, but China's actually very powerful. Economically, they're powerful. They assassinate people. They're very strong. So you don't want to fuck with the government of China. That's one thing. In terms of our society, again, it goes back to everyone's a winner. So the second you tell kids that even when they're wrong, they're right... There's no truth. There's your truth. All that stuff. Then how can someone be wrong? They can never accept being wrong.
No.
Like, how can I've never been wrong. Even when I was wrong, they said I was right.
No.
Because when I was, normally 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, it's always 4. But now it's like, it's 4 to you, but it's 5 to him.
Oh, it's funny. This comes back to 1984.
But that kind of shit is crazy because, like, no, we have to have some kind of objective truth that we all know. You know what I mean? That we all believe in, Like right now, we are live on the internet. It's a true thing. It's happening. Your phone is ringing right now. That's a real thing. It's happening. You can't tell me my phone's not ringing.
I forgot to put it on silence.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying
okay.
It is. It rang, right?
Yeah.
Or we're on the internet. That's a real thing that's happening.
Yeah.
You can't be like, well, to me, the internet isn't a thing, so you're not on the internet. It's just a weird argument.
Yeah.
Your truth, my truth. Fuck that. I don't give a shit about your truth or my truth.
Yeah.
I care about the truth.
Yeah.
So that kind of shit is, the more kids grow up in that, the more it becomes, oh, no, you can't say that. Oh, but it's the truth. It doesn't matter. Not to him.
No.
Then nothing matters. The truth doesn't matter. What matters? Yeah. We should have objective truth.
Yeah.
You should have subjective feelings, but objective truth.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. And this is mainly in North America, by the way. Like in the South American countries, doesn't happen.
No, because they got real problems.
Yeah.
They don't have time for your fucking feelings.
But even Europe, it doesn't really happen.
Yeah, northern countries maybe. In England, it's happening a lot, but in England, because they're Western. Yeah, they're more. Yeah. In Greece, I know it's different. In Greece, they try. It doesn't work.
Yeah. No, that doesn't.
Like, go fuck yourself, bro.
Yeah. The Arabic countries that will never, bro. Just try.
A lot doesn't work in the Arabic countries, bro. That's not. You're not saying much there.
Like women.
That's funny. There's 2 jokes in that one. That's good. You double fisted that one.
Yes. Like all the women I have
that's a
sex
different
with.
story. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, I know. No, it's interesting to see, bro. That's why I can't, bro. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, bro. I try to turn everything off. It drives me crazy to see crazy shit. Like, it feels like we've turned into this big circus.
Oh, it is a circus. It's a good circus. Yeah. It's definitely a media circus. Now they're talking about what's it called here in Canada. They're trying to push again that whole controlling the internet thing. Trudeau had talked about it last year. Give people licenses to broadcast. Yeah. Could you imagine Trudeau goes to war with podcasts? That's hilarious. The Canadian government goes to war against podcasters. What?
It would be even funnier if they lose like the Australians did to the emus.
Could you imagine if they lose? Because legally, I don't know where it stands because it does remove your freedom of speech a bit. Because their argument is, if you're broadcasting, like us, we're broadcasting in Canada, their argument is you need to be okayed by us.
Why?
Well, that's the thing. They go for the safety of people, so there's no misinformation. But that just means there's no different information. That's all they're saying. We don't want any adverse thought. Anything that's, different than our think. We don't want competition. But it would be so fucking funny if they try it and then it goes to the Supreme Court and they're like, nah, they could do it. They lose to YouTubers.
Imagine.
YouTubers and podcasters. Yeah, because I know the CRTC was pissed in the beginning when podcasts first became a thing. This is true because they dominate everything. Yeah, the radio, dude, they hand out fines. They would hand out fines to radio stations for anything. You said this word. You said this.
Really?
Yeah, the CRTC was hard because they control it. Even to get those satellites to build a radio station, it doesn't matter how much money you have. They would have to give you the okay. You have to have a license to broadcast.
I don't know anything about this.
But but it's different also because there's the AM and the FM, the dials. You can't hijack networks. So I kind of understand that because you could fuck around, So, but they were very, very strict about that. So now, the internet, podcasting, all that, there's no restrictions.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of know-how and you could start a show like us, right? Yeah. We have a show people are watching. So it scares them because back in the day, you could always control the message. So if something, let's say they fuck up on something like they have been doing, they could avoid, curious eyes. They could avoid judgment. They could avoid that. Now it's impossible. It's impossible.
No.
With open media, it's impossible because someone could just literally turn off the TV, put on a podcast, go on the internet, whatever, and then see, oh shit, I didn't know about that.
No.
They can't hide it from you anymore. But that scares governments.
Yeah, of course.
Because part of how they work is that whole bullshit. Just like how we have Jess Sorrell saying hello, part of the YouTube mafia, all the way from Australia.
Hey.
Yeah, Australia has their own problems too. Could you imagine your escort show would be PG-13, Poseidon?
What do you mean? It is PG-13 technically.
No, the stuff you guys talk
the
about
stuff
is
we talk about.
NC-17.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. No, because I was thinking visual aspect, not verbal aspect. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but still, even that, there'd be disclaimers or they wouldn't even allow that. It's so weird. So what time is it right now? It is 4:56 in the new standard time. Oh, another thing that I saw that pissed me off too. I think they just say things to say things. Like in the news, they were saying, many people in Montreal are turning their clocks forward today because no, not many people. Everyone is because the new time is an hour ahead.
No,
you can't decide. Why would they say that? Why don't they just say we're all changing? Why would they say many people are?
Because then it goes back again into my truth.
There's Poseidon, I'm telling you right now.
No, I know, but
there's no way that would fly right now with the time.
I know.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just them.
But I guarantee you there's some prickly assholes out there that would be like, well, my truth is
that's not why. See, now it's arguments like that make you look stupid. It's arguments like that make you look stupid because the truth is it's just because they say things to say things. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're used to saying shit like that, so they just said it. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's because they're not putting any thought into it. That's the real truth.
I'm leaping.
Yeah, you're an internet meme. You turn yourself into an internet meme. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just because they're like, it's just a turn of phrase that we say. But they didn't think about how stupid that sounds. Like, how are many people, everyone's changed. Yeah, the time itself has changed.
Yeah. It happens on the cell phone automatically.
Many people in Montreal are experiencing 6 o'clock right now. Was it 6 o'clock? Yes. Well, then everyone's experiencing 6 o'clock. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? I have a better trick. Don't change the clocks. When time goes back, they will become right for the summer. Well, no, now this is the new time, so. The time, Trey, cool. The time's not going to change again for the summer. It's going to change again in the fall. Right.
But speaking of the internet, did you see complete different subject?
Yeah.
Did you see this thing called NFTs?
Someone was telling me about it. I don't understand how they work.
Non-fungible tokens.
That's what it is. Yeah. Who told me about it? I think it was on Phil told me on the morning show.
Yeah. So I don't know. It popped up in my feed again.
You buy stuff that isn't real.
Basically, okay. This is how it was explained, and I kind of understood it. Now, I'm not an expert on this shit. Basically, you know how we have paintings and stuff set up, and we buy them. Yeah. Now it's like people can make digital art and sell entire libraries of this digital art to millionaires.
Yeah.
For real money. Like this guy made, I think, what was it, 52 or 62? I don't remember the exact number, but all kinds of millions of dollars. He had made a humongous catalog of digital art, basically. I think for I don't know how many years, and he just sold it for $50-something million. So that's how it works.
But
it could be
digital art that no one else can see, or is it public? So it's digital. Well, like let's say it's on a USB, right?
Yeah.
And you buy it.
You could do whatever.
You're the only one who has it.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want. You can sell tours to it. You can like digitally and shit. Because you know there's this thing with whole with VR and everything.
Just calm down. Just calm down. Get the words. You don't have to rush. Calm down.
Sorry. But you know what happens? It scrambles. And
that's what I'm saying. Just calm down. Calm down.
Because you know with VR and apparently they can sell tours, kind of like a museum, but for digital art. Shit like that, and it works with skins.
You're in VR. You're in a VR museum, and you could watch. You could see this art that's only digital.
Yeah, shit like that.
But why would it be worth $50 million?
I don't know. I have no clue, bro.
But they can buy anything. Phil was trying to tell me, I think, that they can even buy, like, let's say, like the first episode of Pantelis Live ever.
Yes, stuff like that.
I'm gonna sell it to, I don't know. Ewan McGregor, big fan of the show, so he wants to keep it.
Yeah, you can do that. They can even buy.
But what are they buying? That's what I don't understand.
They're buying the digital footprint of it. The I don't know how to explain it, but they own this piece of internet now.
How can you own a piece of the internet? That doesn't that go against what the internet is?
Exactly.
You think we're gonna fuck ourselves? The economy's gonna blow up soon because we're gonna realize, oh shit, no, none of this is real.
But like, how do you like? I don't know. Like, they were also saying you can also buy rare footage of.
I understand owning rare. Let's say something only exists on a cassette.
Yeah.
And I have it, and I pay you for it. I get that. What I don't get is selling a tweet that is already out there. Let's say I already have a screenshot of your tweet. I already have the screenshot.
Yeah.
So why would I buy another one?
They don't. You own just a screenshot.
I get it.
But you don't own the code for it.
That's fine. What am I going to do with one or the other? Both, I do the same thing. Both, I'm displaying that tweet. You get what I'm saying? I might be an asshole.
No.
I might not be getting it. I might be an asshole. I don't know.
But that's the same questions I ask myself. I'm like, but that's why it doesn't make sense to me. But interesting that you can make all this kinds of money. Like, you know what I mean? On the internet now with rare footage of something. You get your hands on.
But let's say right now, if I would sell the first ever Pantelis podcast or Pantelis Live or whatever the fuck it is, what does that mean?
It means that the person that
I would take it off my YouTube and now they have it.
They own the code for it or some shit like that.
Well, again, what does that mean? Everywhere else that it's available, what does that happen? Like, you see what I mean? It doesn't.
I know.
The digital thing, because a physical painting, it's there's one of them, you could take it. You get it?
Yeah.
That's it. You could take pictures of it. Doesn't matter. The physical painting, I have it. But you're selling something digital that already exists in multiple copies digitally, just that this copy's yours, but everyone else has it too.
Maybe it works like skins in video games. Because, you know, if you buy a skin, you own it. But you can't.
But anybody could buy the skin.
Yeah, but you can't really share it now.
You can't share, but anybody could buy that skin. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's weird. It is weird.
It's fucking weird,
Yeah.
but interesting.
Oh, all of this is fucking super interesting. People don't remember what BitKitties a couple of years ago. Keep buying NFTs. BitKitties is probably the same type of stupid shit.
Well, Bitcoin apparently is a type of NFT as well.
Yeah, look, my issue with Bitcoin is this. I love that it's making money, but my issue with Bitcoin is they were supposed to, they fucked up half of the idea of Bitcoin because they wanted to get rid of something that's part of crypto was just so that the government can't see your shit, which is fine. I don't want to be traced. However, the other part was do something that's value is more concrete instead of this fiat currency because it's no longer backed by gold or anything. But neither is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's attributed the value that we give it. It's not backed by anything physical either. You get it? So they're both forms of fiat currency.
Yeah.
Just that one's digital. That's the only difference. They're both made up. They don't have a gold standard, like something backed by something that you know that you can always trade for X amount of thing. Yeah, it doesn't. They don't exist. So they can both be victims of. I understand there's less Bitcoin and there's limited, so the inflation shouldn't be as big of a problem, but it can be because again it's made up. So depending on external factors, all that shit can change. That's why it goes up. That's why it goes down.
But isn't it not made up because they have to mine it or some shit? There's only a limit to how much you can mine.
But people keep mining, so there's a limit to how many you can find, right? But it's all digital. So there's a limit to how much you can mine, right?
So you can create more mines per se.
No. Let's say because every couple of years, I think they double. There's a rule for it. But let's say right now, you get locked out of your bank account. You have $10 million in there.
You're fucked.
No, you go to the bank. You're not fucked, you idiot. You go to the bank and you get your fuck because it's you. But if you have a hard drive with $10 million worth of Bitcoin,
and you lose that hard drive,
you're fucked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then that money, since it's limited, doesn't exist in the actual. So the price is determined based on the money available. Yeah. But now that money's technically not available anymore, but the value's still the same for everyone else. Because you can't attribute. How do you know how many people have lost their hard drives?
Fuck.
Anyways, there's a lot of reasons why there's. But they're never going to go back to a physical. They're never going to go because they can't manipulate it. They need to be able to manipulate it to create cash instantly, all that they need. So they're never going to go back to a society where cash is redeemable in gold. They're never going to do that. Are we fucking crazy? We're not going to give people power. We're going to take it away. We need to be able to determine how much, inflation is going to be, how many dollar bills we're printing, all that. They need to be in control. That's why. Because it's all made up.
It's all fugazi.
It's all fugazi.
Yeah. Fugazi. What's that? Who's that? Matthew Mahogany said that.
Matthew Mahogany. Yeah. In the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, that's the scene. That's where I remember it from.
Oh, you didn't know that was the scene? Yeah.
I knew, but
he's doing this.
Yeah, exactly. No, I remember it, but I knew. I just didn't remember.
Matthew Mahogany, also a very fun actor.
Yes.
Because of his twang. I like that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched too many movies with him actually, though.
You watch Dazed and Confused?
Nope.
Really? That's what made him famous. That's
really.
All right.
I haven't seen it.
No?
I didn't even know that came from that movie.
Really? That's where it comes from. Also the line where he goes, that's why he loves high school girls. It was from that movie. His line was, I love high school girls because the older I get, they stay the same age.
Oh, wait.
Because he's always going back to high school. Yeah, he's like an older guy. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you have to watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
That's the movie Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, when you see it, you're like, wait a second. So that means that he just likes girls that are in high school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, yeah. Okay, it's like you see that guy that's fucking 28 and he's
that's him in the movie.
Oh,
that's him. Yeah. That's him.
That's funny. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. Speaking of movies, classics I finally watched Coming to America, the first one.
Oh, fuck. You finished it?
I finished it. Good fucking movie.
Yeah, it was fun, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. I like Eddie Murphy.
Did you know that he played a lot of those characters, right? It was like Nutty Professor.
Yes, and
you couldn't tell right away or
what? Oh no, I've seen the Nutty Professor. Okay. No. But I've seen, because after Coming to America, it gives me all kinds of suggestions, just Eddie Murphy movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna watch all of them.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I'm gonna watch all of them, bro. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was funny, yeah.
And the arguments with his fucking servant.
The best was the barbers.
The barbers was good too, but I like the dynamic between him and his servant. hilarious, and where he pretends to
be the prince?
Yeah, to bang the sister. And then the guy comes in, and she finds out it's the other guy's the prince, and she's like, "Why does she get the good ones and runs over?" Like, you fucking whore.
It's a good movie. I like I said on Two Drink Minimum, I like the new one too.
I started the new
Tracy
one.
Morgan was in the new one.
Yes,
That's what made me laugh.
I started the new one, but I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, True Detective. I watched a bit of season 1 with Alexandra Daddaria. I like her. I think she's a good actress
Is that
too.
the blue-eyed broad?
That's exactly her. I know exactly who you're talking about because her eyes are super blue. That's exactly her.
But that's how I remember her.
Yeah, she's there's rumors that in Marvel's X-Men movie, the Mutants or whatever, she's gonna be Rogue. I don't know if it's true. That's the rumors I heard. She'd make a cool Rogue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'd make a very cool Rogue.
I have to say in that kind of fashion.
Well, because you know Rogue.
What?
I just realized my stupidity.
That's very creepy.
I
Show me a
no,
good Rogue.
hold on. I confused Rogue with Mystique.
But anybody could be Mystique. Mystique is all makeup.
Yeah, I know. No, because I was picturing the blue skin with that tight body.
You just wanted to see her naked.
Yes.
You know, you could see her naked without paint. You could see her naked in True Detective season 1. She's full naked.
Really?
Oh, goddamn. We have a surge in viewers of season 1, episode 3. It's the same guy, and it's the same episode. No, it's the same scene on repeat. It's been 4 days. Oh, I don't know if that's the episode. It was season 1. I don't know.
No. I'm just saving her name for after.
I just gave you material for your spank bank. You son of a bitch. She's actually fun. She's a good actress. She was even in Sunny. She was in. She's good. She's good. Yeah.
I believe it.
Poseidon's cryptocurrency should be called Bitcoin. Yeah. Rogue better be useful in the new X-Men films. All right, Dirty Four. You better calm your fucking tits. All right. You better stop talking like that. Rogue was super useful in the old X-Men films too. But you know, it's Rogue.
She's the one with the mind powers or some type of shit, where she touches people. Which
No,
one?
she doesn't have mind powers. She sucks she steals powers from mutants.
Ah, yes, and they die,
No.
or
no,
they
no,
go close to death or some shit.
Depends how long she drains them. She could just steal her powers. But it depends how long she drains them because it's supposed to be temporary. But some of her powers, I think she got by holding on too long. Like I think she stole the flight from someone, maybe Storm, because she couldn't fly originally.
Oh shit!
I think it was energy she sucked up. Yeah. She sucks people off for their energy.
Yeah, she drains them.
She drains them. Yeah. Yeah, she's a power thief.
It's just me. Imagine me casting the X-Men movie as like a bandit or whatever, and I'm going around. Bro, where's Rogue, bro? I heard she drains her, bro.
I'm a mutant thief. I have mutant thieving abilities. Oh no, what if I were to lose them? Are you talking to me? No, Rogue, why would I be talking to you, a heroine who would drain me? She's like, all right, I'm a hero.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah, no, the new X-Men, they're calling it, I think, the Mutants.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I'm fine. Or just Mutants.
Just mutants.
Yeah, I like that. I don't mind. They don't have to call it X-Men again. We know it's the X-Men. I think they're going to have a movie called Mutants where you get to learn all about them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that they don't do, because if you start with the X-Men, then you have to really rush to they become the X-Men because the title.
Yeah.
But if it's mutants, they might not even be a team of X-Men in the first movie.
Yeah, and then they can, make more.
But all that shit's too hard to do now, man. Like, to talk about everyone's story. There's so many fucking X-Men. There's so many. Just Wolverine's story alone is like 200 years old. Like, what are you going to talk about first?
Yeah.
It's too much. Did you see the New Mutants? I, Dirty Four, have not. All that shit seems garbage to me.
The new what?
The New Mutants.
What New Mutants?
They were supposed to make a movie. I guess it came out since he says it.
Okay.
But I remember the trailer sucked or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I am excited this week to see the Snyder Cut. Actually, I was excited and then not excited at the same time. Because I was excited. I was like, I want to see what's going to happen. But then someone told me it's like a 4.5 hour movie.
Jesus.
And I was like, I don't know if I like this.
Jesus. Yeah, that's long, bro.
That's a whole day. You just committed your day.
Yeah, full work shift is 8 hours.
In an 8-hour work shift, you probably do less work than 4.5 hours.
Yep.
So it's too much.
Yeah, that's crazy. 4.5 hours for a movie.
I feel like it's a 2 viewing type of situation.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'll continue tomorrow. You see, Dirty Four says New Mutants was garbage with a capital Arbage. So yeah, I was right. 4 years it took them for that shit to come out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Justice League is 4 hours, 1 minute. Dirty Four says 4 hours. It's a fucking 4-hour movie.
Fuck, bro.
A 4-hour movie.
Fucking hell.
You know what kind of commitment you have to have?
Yeah.
Like, you have to hate your family, not have shit to do, no friends. 4 hours of nobody disturbing you. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Someone's going to bust your balls. Like, where have you been all day? I'm watching Batman. Superman.
Yeah, that's a long 4 hours.
That was my issue with Lord of the Rings back in the day.
No.
Even in high school, I remember when I went with my teacher to see it in at Guzo. And even that, I was like, fuck, bro, this is a commitment. But at least we would have been in school anyway. I was like, fuck, it's a long time. I like 1.5 long movies.
Hour and a half.
Even 2.
Even
I
2.
can handle 2.
Well, Coming to America was 2 hours.
Coming to America was, this first one?
The first one.
I don't remember.
Even the second one's an hour 48 minutes or some
The
shit.
second one flew by. I didn't notice
Yeah,
the time fly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Jokes.
and there's a lot happening. The first one was a little more.
Yeah, the second one made me laugh.
Yeah, the pacing was a little
They're in
slow.
that shitty church to get married. In the second, it's
I haven't
so
watched
funny.
all of it, so.
Is this a house of God? And then she's like, it's more of a crack house of God.
Oh yeah, I did see that. or when the shamans keep spitting on the.
Oh yeah. Disgusting. I remember seeing Lord of the Rings with my schoolmates when in Laurel Hill Academy. First of all, let me tell you something, Captain Yolo. Why'd you say schoolmates? What are you, fucking Harry Potter? They're more schoolmates. Schoolmates. Who the fuck's a schoolmate?
Speaking of Harry Potter, have you watched any of the Harry Potter movies?
I have. My girlfriend years ago was a big fan and made me watch 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember anything about them. I was so disinterested. And I wanted to get into it. And one of them I got into it a bit because it was about time travel. And I was like, yo, this is my jam. Why don't we start with time travel? This is my shit. And even that, I was like, I was finding loopholes in the time travel.
Shit.
And I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
Hold on.
If this son of a bitch wizard really knew how to use time travel, he would do this, you know.
You were finding loopholes in a fictional thing?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was like, this isn't real. I'm like that idiot who, when I brought my nephew to the theater one time and there was a commercial, did I tell you about this? There was a fucking movie, bro. The Guardians, I think it's called. There was a movie. We weren't watching that movie, but it was the commercial that played in the beginning.
Oh, is that the one with the owls?
There was an owl in it with a helmet, like they're. So, but these animals, they're all like talking. They're like, like people animals, right?
Yeah.
It's the whole trailer. And at the end, I can't remember now, but I remember because I was like, what the fuck? Like I audibly let the theater know that I thought this man was a retarded person. Because he's like, that's never happened. It's like, owls can't wear helmets or something like that. I was like, bro, but
Somebody said that.
yes, it was either the helmets that bothered him or the talking, one of the two. But I was like, either, like, the helmet is like, you can't have swords. Dude, they're talking, they're leading military, like they're talking with bears, there's fire, they have magic, all that shit is cool, but the second he puts on a helmet, you're like, that's not believable. I was like, who are you? What? You're like, I'm suspending disbelief. That's fine. A helmet? Really? What a piece of shit. Like, so I remember I was like, what the fuck is happening?
That's funny.
I remember I took my nephews to watch it was like some Christmas cartoon movie. I forgot what the fuck it was. We were at the theater. And I was like, what? Is it really, dude? Like, that's where you're trying. And why would you say that in front of kids? Now you're getting them out of the movie that they're about to watch.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But there's people like that. One time I made a joke when we saw Passion of the Christ. We went to see it in the theaters, and when I was coming out, what did I say? I go, Jesus dies at the end or something like that. Like Milton, we were all laughing, like, obviously.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, yo, that's don't ruin the movie or something like that. And I was like, bro, I was like, come on, bro. Like, I didn't want to be that guy to ruin the movie, but bro, it's you know what happens to Jesus. Like, if I ruined it for you, like, really, like, I was like, oh, come on, man.
It's a 2,000-year-old story, bro.
I know. I remember that though. I remember that because it was at the same place. It was at Sphere Tech. We saw it. And I thought people were gonna laugh in line. Like I said it tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kind of like what's gonna happen. We all knew this was gonna happen, but somebody was pissed off. And I was like, yeah. Even since I was young, I would notice shit like that, like where people would get offended by shit they should not be getting offended. They get angry at stupid shit.
Yeah.
I would notice it even back then. It's just I couldn't verbalize it. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was the problem. I didn't, because I remember shit like that. Yeah. Because there was people that would ruin movies. There was people, I remember at the theater, we were going in to see a movie and there was like a twist ending and they would ruin it. Like Secret Window or anything like that. And there was some people that were assholes. They would ruin it. I remember that. But yeah, the Jesus died in the end thing, I remember nobody said anything except that one guy was like, oh, what the fuck? He's, I want to watch or whatever. And we're like, what the fuck? And then I was like, guys, I was just fucking around. Like, yeah, we thought it was funny, but people laughed in the line. Like, everybody got it.
But that one guy.
There's always that one fucking guy. Yeah. It's weird. Like, now it's different. Nowadays, people have amplified it because of the internet.
Yeah.
But there's always that one fucking guy. Yeah, there's always that one fucking guy that ruins it for everyone else.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he made it seem like it was me in that sense. But, bro, if you're going in that movie, you don't know that Jesus dies.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a movie you can't rewatch. That's a movie you cannot rewatch.
Why?
Because that is... Have you ever watched Passion of the Christ?
I think when I was a kid. I'm not 100% sure.
Don't watch it. You get nothing from it. They're just beating the shit out of this guy for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
It's just violent.
Yeah, and there's the whips with the hooks and shit.
Yeah, and they pull him out and all that stuff. Like, there's no reason to watch that movie.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
It's just a beating. It's a snuff film.
Jesus.
It's not a rewatchable film. It's not like, oh, I want to watch it for the story. It's just savage beatings.
Jesus.
Crucifixions. Yeah, it's not... And at the end, right at the end, pulls out 2 guns.
Imagine that's a plot twist. Jesus is a time traveler.
To be continued. And then here... That would have been a good ending.
Yeah.
That would have been unexpected. People are like, yo, holy shit.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah. They lost their fucking mind. They lost their fucking mind on this one. What was his name, the guy who made it? Fuck. Shit, why am I forgetting? The guy from Lethal Weapon. What's his fucking name? I'm drawing a blank right now. The Australian guy that he was yelling. Fuck, what's his name, bro?
Was he yelling about the pedos?
He was yelling about them too. Yeah, what's his fucking
Mel
name?
Gibson.
Mel Gibson, that's it. Yeah,
Oh.
Mel Gibson made it. Yeah,
that
would be funny. Mel Gibson's lost it. There's Jesus with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yelling shit about Jews. It's a bit much. Yeah, Mel Gibson's had a interesting career.
Yeah.
Ups and downs. No. And you still haven't heard, oh yeah, what about the movie that we saw? It says with nun rape. No, that was in the movie that we saw. Yeah, that we saw, The Bad Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant, yeah.
With Harvey Keitel for the patrons. We were watching it on Discord yesterday. Poseidon had never watched it. I had seen it years ago. I forgot most of it. I forgot about like the nun rape and all that. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was a depressing movie.
It was.
It made you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went home. I was like,
the guy was like a real mess.
Yeah.
Everything. He was a degenerate. He was a detective, a lieutenant, a degenerate gambler, a family man. He never visited his family. He was always in other people's homes. A murderer. Was he a murderer? He didn't kill anyone.
He didn't kill anyone. No.
No.
Addicted to heroin.
And everything. We saw him on one day where he was trying to solve a murder. And in that day, he had smoked heroin, injected heroin, smoked crack, and did coke.
God damn.
And sold drugs.
Yes.
He was a Park X police officer.
Man, this guy was really off the hinges.
Yeah, he was off the hinges. Yeah, and then he got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, when you fuck around like that.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it must be a tough job, bro. All those jobs, like, we don't think about it.
Like being a detective, you're the homicide detective. So all you're gonna see if they call you to a scene, it's because there was a homicide.
Yep.
So they're never gonna call you and be like, "Yo, come watch this fun cat video on Facebook." It's always gonna be shit. People are getting killed.
Yeah. And imagine you do that 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day.
10 hours a day
of murder.
And
Yeah,
you don't know when you're gonna get a break because you don't know. You know what I mean?
You don't know how long this case is gonna take. Yeah,
exactly.
You don't know. Like you could be finishing work. You're like, oh, it's been a good day, and then they call you to like fucking double murder, suicide.
And imagine it's a serial killer and you're finding all kinds of other fucked up shit, bro. Walking into.
Brodigan dropped $5 in the super chat. Says, would you rather a Poseidon-sized taco or 10 taco-sized Poseidons? Oh wait, that's a good question. Would you rather a Poseidon? I'll tell you, I would rather 10 taco-sized Poseidons. I'll tell you why. Because even a taco the size of Poseidon, it'll end one day. You will finish eating it. But if you have 10 mini Poseidons, you know what kind of turmoil you could cause?
It's true.
The damage you would do.
It's true.
The damage they would do by themselves, sneaking into girls' locker rooms, and then you're trying to stop them. The damage that 10 taco-sized Poseidons would do.
And they're small, so they can sneak. I'm sneaky already, and I'm this big.
Yeah, imagine small like that.
Small like this, bro.
Inside every crevice.
Every vagina.
There we go. Speaking of that, have you ever watched the movie Leprechaun?
No.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From where?
I've seen it on the suggestions on Netflix.
Okay, it was with Jennifer Aniston. You know Jennifer Aniston?
She's the Greek one, right?
She's a nice Greek girl. From also her dad is Cretan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, from Kenya. So, anyways, but his family was anglicized, Americanized their name when they got to the States to make it easier for the family. Instead of Anastasakis, it's Aniston, something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, don't quote me on the last name. They anglicized it. Anyways, so she's in it. It is about, as you would imagine, a leprechaun. A lot of questions, because in that movie, there's a leprechaun that just a little 4-leaf clover can overpower it, even though it's mischievous. So this guy locks it in a box, and he puts a clover over it, a 4-leaf clover. He was trying to set it on fire. But he ended up having a heart attack because he was cursed by the leprechaun before it ever happens. But now the leprechaun was trapped for like over 10 years. Just because it's just a little box, but he can't get out because there's the 4-leaf clover on top.
Interesting.
And then accidentally, some idiot painter lets him out. And then the leprechaun goes on to cause a lot of mischief in search of his stolen gold.
That's it?
Well, that's basically, I mean, stuff happens that I'm describing that would happen in there. For example, he does have a leprechaun vehicle. He has a small car, like an actual sports car, but for children. And a cop pulls him over at one point. And it's really funny because he pulls him over because he's got all kinds of stolen shit, shotguns, all kinds of shit in his car. He's just driving with it. And he's like, hey. What are you doing, kid? Aren't you a little young to be driving at night? And he's like, I'm 600 years old. He's like, all right, kid, take off the mask. It's like, mask, that's kind of insulting. Why would you insult a leprechaun like that? He's like, all right, kid, take off. Right. And then he fucking attacks it. And then the cop is running away. The leprechaun's chasing. Yeah, it's pretty funny. When he goes, all right, kid, take off the mask. He's like, that's a wee bit insulting.
With the voice and everything.
Yeah, he's a leprechaun, so he talks like that. He talks like Conor McGregor. You do fucking nothing. You know?
You do That's funny.
Yeah, I got me gold and this whiskey. Yeah, so but it's pretty funny. It's just a funny. There was a couple of years where slasher films, horror movies were the rage. People loved them, but people also always go back to comedy. So then there was the rage of comedy horror movies where they made horror movies that were also funny and you could laugh at them. And then they overdid it with like Freddy versus Jason. And they forced the comedy in there and it didn't feel right. And then the genre died out for a couple of years. And now it's slowly coming back. And now a lot of horror movies, you'll notice it's a serious horror movie. And then they'll have a funny line or two. Kind of like the Avengers or everything. It's serious and then they'll have a funny line or two. People always try to sneak in comedy because comedy is universal and it removes the tension. So you can also trick people. So horror movies, I'm giving it away now, but a lot of horror movies will do that to you. They'll tense you up. They'll make you really scared. They'll drop a line so you can laugh, feel good. And then they'll sneak something on you when you weren't expecting it so that you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then you don't know why you're like, why did I find that so scary? It's because your guard was down. That's why. It's also a similar trick to what the guy from what's that movie? Hereditary did. Where he spent the first half of the movie breaking you down emotionally, just making you depressed.
Yeah.
Everything's just depressing, sad. So you don't feel good, and you broke down your barriers. There was nothing supernatural. It was just depressing. Yeah. Because you felt bad for these people. Yeah. And then as soon as your guard is down, he drops the craziest visuals. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Why I wasn't ready for this.
Even because I read up about it after that movie, even the part where he switches from night to day.
It's jarring.
That's to fuck with you.
Yeah, it's super jarring.
There was a point to that scene.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, there's Kojima. Yeah, Kojima does that. Dude, Kojima is a master. Kojima would have been a good filmmaker. You know, he directed video games, but he would have been a great filmmaker. But his love of American media comes out in all the games. He shows it. There's a lot of homages to his favorite style of movies, story arcs, And he always puts in his message, like a good filmmaker does.
Yeah.
Him, it's a bit more overt because his big message has to do with the military. It's about being anti-nuclear and all that. So it comes out more overt because you are talking about military stuff in general. But he lets his message in there. Kojima. He's good. I like Kojima. I'm a big Metal Gear guy, as you can tell.
I have to beat 5.
You don't have to, but it's fun. But you don't have to beat 5.
No, but I want to.
Yeah, that's different.
There you go. You know where I stopped? At some point, I'm in the desert.
You're always in the desert?
There's that part with the desert where these crazy super soldiers come in and they're fucking running all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I was like, okay, fuck this, bro. I kept dying.
Oh, really? No, you could beat... There's easy... That's the good thing about Metal Gear. There's always an easy way to do everything.
Okay.
There's always a sneaky way to do... Like in Metal Gear Solid 2, I remember that you could beat the whole game without killing anyone. Bless you. You all right? Oh, boy. He sneezed all over the place. Our boy wet himself. Let's see. I lost all respect for Joss Whedon. Okay, so Dirty 4, you're into films. Can you explain to us? You don't have to go into super detail. I understand you're typing. Or if you want, call into the Discord and I'll patch you through. What happened with Joss Whedon? I still don't know what he did. I know that he offended people. He offended the Cyborg. He offended people. And they said that even during the time when he was making Buffy and Angel, he was a dick and nobody talked about it. But what did he do? Because this guy, as far as I remember, he was the guy saying, we need more women in films and there's not enough women represented. He seemed like a super, super male feminist. And then now it turns out he's being a dick to women the whole time. So what do you know about this? Because I'm very curious to see if you can help us out with these questions. Because it's all over the news. Joss Whedon. But what the fuck did he do? Do you know Dirty 4? Oh, also, Dirty 4, if you're with Claudio, tell Claudio he's got to come here and pick up his T-shirt. We have a new _ lobby shirt for the kid. Poseidon, I'm trying to learn about Joss Whedon.
Okay, false alarm.
You disgust me.
No, I thought because it was a wet sneeze.
That's enough. We don't care. We just want to know now what he knows about Joss Whedon.
What is that again?
Joss Whedon, Joss Whedon was a writer on Roseanne. Joss Whedon did Angel and Buffy. He created that whole Buffyverse. And he did the Justice League that came out that wasn't good. That's why we have the Snyder Cut. It was him who came in to replace Snyder to finish it, and the movie sucks. And apparently he was a piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Let's see. So he messed up Justice League by changing the film, adding... Okay, so Joss Whedon, I know that he messed up the film, but what has he done... Let's see. Name of his sex tape. Wet sneeze. That's you. Oh, Grasso's in the chat. I thought today was Saturday. Guido, you're a fucking mess. Guido, you're like Harvey Keitel in The Bad Lieutenant. Yeah. So, he's not telling us. He brings it up, the son of a bitch, but then he doesn't tell us what Joss Whedon did. Why did he lose our respect for him? Do you know what Joss Whedon did? Because no one's giving me any fucking details. They're all talking shit about Whedon. And I'm not saying I'm defending him. If he's a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit. But at least tell me what the fuck he did.
How do you spell his name?
I think Joss. JOSSWH. You'll find him if you type in. I found him. Yeah. Because it just says misconduct, but that could be anything. Right? Okay.
Joss.
He was a prick. He was intense with women. He wanted scenes to be the way he want. Okay, well, he's a director. He's going to want scenes a certain way. But what do you mean intense with women? Because again, that's what I'm asking people. Yo, go to the Discord and fucking call in from the fucking live chat, Claudio, and you could tell us what the fuck he did. We'll believe you. Let's see. Do we still have it here? Yeah, live on air. He's got the waiting room. Go to the waiting room. I'll bring you in. And then we could hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
The horse being Claudio.
Yeah.
Let's see. Guido says, I was supposed to bring Adam Sunday, and coincidentally, I am also jacking off outside a parked car too. Oh, very nice. Guido, so what the fuck's happening with Adam? Are you going to bring him as your guest on the next episode of The Intellectuals?
Should.
Yeah, you want a guest. You think it's time for you guys to, because last time you had anybody else there, you traumatized him to the point where he's not calling in right now.
No, I don't think we traumatized him.
No, I'm just fucking around. People on the internet thought we traumatized. People thought he was killed. Did
you
they beat up?
serious?
Did they beat up Claudio? Is he okay? We committed a murder on camera and then put it up on YouTube. You fucking idiots.
Are you fucking insane?
People are so stupid.
Claudio, call in, bro.
I'm telling him to call him, but he's not doing it. He's got
my bro. Or if I talk to him like, my bro, you gotta fucking call in, bro. Go to the Discord.
just making fun of Italians.
like the Starbucks tweet. What the fuck was
It's
that?
telling me to pay for parking.
Like the Starbucks tweet.
What was the start? Which one was the start? Oh yeah, you could make fun of Italians.
No, I think you can't make fun of anyone except for Italians. Fuck Italians or some shit like that.
No, it's Italians. You can still make fun of Italians. That's cool. To say,
Yeah. There you go.
which is a very rude thing to say to Italians. So Guido, where is he? I am trying. He says all you have to do, Claudio, is you have to go into the Discord and head over to the waiting room, and we'll bring you in. Pussy is what they're calling you. Now you're turning the chat against you. Is this really what you want, Claudio? Is this really what you want? The chat's liable to set your car on fire. It's the kind of shit they do.
Hold on.
All right, then I'm forgetting him.
Live. Yeah, go to the live waiting. Just click on it. You can click on it from your phone.
Wait, hold on. If I find him on, he's not even, because if I
Not
would find
there.
him on, I'll drag him in. He's not even on Discord, bro. He's not even online, bro. This guy's playing fucking games with us.
Like I'm in the waiting room right now.
Yeah.
You click on it and then you go join.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Smokey's in the chat.
And then you disconnect. Go on your phone, Claudio. Go on your phone. Open up Discord.
I lost all will to find out about Joss Whedon now. He ruined it for me. I don't care anymore. That's how I feel right now. He ruined Joss Whedon's potential sex scandals.
Let me
because
Google Joss Whedon sex scandals.
Well, no, don't Google that because that's not what they're naming it as. You're gonna find something else.
Joss Whedon acting weird with women.
Type that. Yeah. What does it say? Joss Whedon acting weird with
Is a
women.
hypocrite preaching feminist ideals.
I told you,
XRK
male
says.
feminists, very, very weird people.
Yeah. Joss Whedon's controversies and alleged bad behavior. A guide. Oh.
Alleged bad behavior.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Joss Whedon has cultivated a reputation as a progressive writer and director.
You want to read an out loud voice and not to yourself?
No, but this is all details and shit. I just want to see what he did.
What did he do?
Oh, Whedon has created hostile and toxic work environments since his early career.
Yeah, but give me an example.
That's what I'm looking for. For nearly 2 decades, I have held my tongue. Actor Ray Fisher accused Whedon of...
Ray Fisher is cyborg.
Okay.
But again, bro, stop it because you're pissing me off because you're not reading. People are waiting and you're doing this.
Okay.
They can't see what you
In
see.
July 2020, actor Ray Fisher fired off a tweet accusing producer Joss Whedon of gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable on-set behavior.
What was it, though?
But they're not saying toward the cast and crew of Justice League. When Whedon inherited the superhero consortium movie from its original producer, Zack Snyder, Fisher, who played Cyborg in the film, described Whedon as a great guy, adding that Snyder picked a good person to come in and finish up for him.
Okay.
However, in a follow-up tweet, Fisher said he would like to take a moment to forcefully retract every bit of that statement. He also accused producers Geoff Johns, John Berg, and John Berg of enabling Whedon.
Yes, enabling weed.
But they don't explain...
What he did. How annoying is that?
Which he did not elaborate on publicly. Fuck, bro. Like, then why even say it?
Yeah, you see now. Wait, is this roll up the rim, bro?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit.
Then why even mention it? Why even be like, he did something bad? But I'm not going to say. Like, why?
How come there's no thing here? There used to be an arrow telling me what
You
to
got to
roll.
fold it.
What do you mean? How do you roll up the rim? Here, roll up my rim.
Hold on. Well, no, because you already put your saliva on it.
So? That's going to stop you. Get out of here.
Of course it's going to stop me.
You're out here banging hookers during quarantine, and that's going to
Quiet,
stop you.
bro. Okay, I got to live a little. I can't take it anymore. The curfew, bro, it's all getting to me.
What can we win?
Hold on, bro. I'm trying to find this fucking roll up.
I never win
Oh.
anything. I win donuts, but I don't even eat donuts.
Oh, it's not here.
Yeah, I told you I can't. They used to have arrows.
Man, what the fuck is this, bro?
Remember? I told you.
Oh, bro, this is a scam.
This is a scam.
This is a scam.
It's like they're advertising that roll up the rim to rim is coming.
It's now online.
no.
It's now only on the app and online.
Those sons of
Download the
bitches.
Tim's app, scan the Tim's reward, and win.
But where do you scan?
What do you scan?
Maybe it's under the cup.
No. What do you scan?
Oh, now I'm pissed off.
But what do you scan?
For people who don't know, for all our American, British, and Australian listeners, It says there's a code at the bottom. There's no code at the bottom.
There is a code at the bottom.
There's a code at the bottom.
Yeah, but they never.
How come I don't have a code at the bottom? I just have an
No,
expiration
this is
date.
just. Yeah, that's just expiration dates.
How do they put an expiration date on the cup, by the way? How's the cup going to expire? These people are fucking retards.
Maybe it can't hold warm coffee anymore. Or maybe that's what happened the other time. Remember when it had the hole in the side? Maybe it was an expired cup.
This is some bullshit.
Maybe the glue or some
Oh,
shit.
this is some
deteriorated.
bullshit, all right? The funnest thing to do in Canada is to roll up the goddamn rim. That and maple syrup.
Get my mouth.
But rolling up the rim. You drink your coffee, you roll up the rim.
What is this?
You guys have the largest international fan base. Actually, that's the other thing. Yeah, most of our people are probably going to be American. But basically, all right, in roll up the rim time every year, this is what we do.
I'm very upset.
We roll up the rim. Well, people roll it, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't roll it. I use my teeth. Right, I do this.
But it's all online now. Oh, hold
And then
on.
I bring it up,
I have
and then I look at it, all right? And then when I look at it, I'm like, oh, look, a free coffee. Oh, look, a free muffin, a donut, whatever the fuck they're going to give you. Never a car. I've never won anything like that. That would be crazy. However, now they're saying you can't do that anymore. But it's called roll up the rim. It's not called scan the rim or scan the bottom. It's called roll up the rim. I want to roll up the goddamn rim. You think I'm overreacting, Poseidon?
Oh my God, it works with the points. Are you serious?
So
Oh
there's-
no. What? Now they have questions? Before we get started, we need to make sure you're eligible to win. Please solve the math problem below.
Oh, then you're
below.
fucked, bro.
Multiply 10 by 2.
Yeah, you're fucked. It's
20.
okay.
Divide by 5.
Oh, okay, stop doing it. I'm not interested. I'm very upset.
Hold on, I'm just going to calculate it.
No, it's fine. I'm upset. The whole point was that it's not rolling up the rim. You could do it after the show if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole point is that you can't roll up the rim. Rolling up of the rim is done. Yeah, roll that bitch rim. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They could have put scan the rim.
Let's see. Hey, Pantelis, did you get to check out that show, Mind Your Language? I have not. There's a lot of shows actually I haven't gotten to check out. But people have been messaging me more and more with shows that I should be watching. So I have a list of shit that I got to watch.
Yeah. It's hard.
Well,
Have you ever watched Peaky Blinders?
yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm the one who told you about it.
You did?
Yeah. It's with the Scarecrow from Batman. That guy who has a face.
Oh, the deep.
The face.
Yeah.
Yeah, people understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but he's got a face. When I say a face, you're like, oh, yeah, that's a face. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, dogs, right?
I feels you.
Like, when I said the face, you knew who I was talking about.
Yeah.
You didn't think I was talking about Tom Hardy?
No.
Exactly. How? How did you know? Because he's got a fucking face. And then you'll tell me,
Thomas
Pantelis,
Shelby.
don't you all have a face? Look at this guy and
He
tell
has
me.
a face.
Look at this guy and tell me he doesn't have a face.
His very unique face.
He has a face. Pantelis, would you sell some of the other T-shirts you have, like the Pantelis podcast? I don't know, Captain YOLO. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. The first priority is people who win on Patreon, patreon.com/Pantelis, get free shirts and keychains. And that. They're the first priority. Selling them is secondary. The only ones that went on sale are the his underscore lobby shirts because you guys are psychopaths and you wanted to wear these fucking shirts. So I think they're starting this week delivering them and selling them. Whatever the fuck they're doing, messaging people.
I've already delivered twice. I mean, two
I've
of them.
delivered twice
No,
today.
I've already delivered 2 of them.
She thought I finished once, but I delivered twice. So yeah. Look at that. It's true. This guy is a fucking face. You see, Pierre, look. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, he's a fucking face. Yeah. So I'm thinking about. I don't know about selling them right now. Winners. If people win on Patreon, it's kind of like selling them, I guess. Selling them at a loss. If people win on Patreon, they they get them. Now I just have a bigger variety of stuff to patreon.com/Pantelis. So the boss people are the first every month, and then I always give an extra 1 or 2 different levels just to keep it honest with everyone. But that's what I'm doing. And then because selling them guys, it's a whole endeavor. I have to set up a store, get like a Stripe account or some shit like that, hold inventory. It's a fucking pain in the ass. And don't tell me about Patreon selling shirts because I'm telling you right now, it's going to come up to too expensive, I find, for people. Because they told me, they have the email from them. They go, if you want, sell merch through us, they go. Give us the logo, we'll make whatever shirts you want. But then they have the suggested tiers. They go, okay, so if you want to sell shirts, so let's say somebody wants a sweater. Create a $45 tier, and then after 3 months, we'll send them a shirt. So it's like, so someone has to spend $130, tax it like what, $130
That's in US.
to get a shirt.
So almost $180
Yeah, but they
to
could
get a sweater.
They could pay less for a year membership, which is guaranteed you're gonna get something. Like
That's
it doesn't make
retarded.
any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I'm not gonna charge people $45 a month. Are you fucked? to sell a shirt. I'm gonna charge $45 a month. Are you crazy?
Oh, they didn't think of this properly.
They did because some people don't care. Some people want to just pay. They just want to support or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up. $50 a month for it. So I don't want to deal with them. So I don't like doing that shit. Anyways, it's a racket. Yeah, they're flat cats, and you know why they do it? Because Patreon takes like a third of your money already. So they're taking a third of that $45 each month to then send a shirt. It's. Anyways,
and then they'll take a cut out. Yeah,
it's too much. You guys sell the white 2DM t-shirts on Teespring. I wanted one of those. We have the black ones now. I have some of the black ones here. Which are the white? I don't know if we ever made them in white or originally we had some 2DM t-shirts. Like the Teespring shop is still open, still on. I don't think we make any money off that. I don't even know the login for that, but they can still sell those shirts. But yeah, anyways, I just didn't like the. It's to increase the value of the shirts. I know Trey Cole, but it's too fucking. Joel is waiting for a shirt from the 2 Drink Minimum auditions. Yeah, those haven't been shipped out yet. I think Poseidon hasn't shipped any of those out yet. Or did we?
Which ones?
The auditions for the 2 Drink Minimum, the 4 people. Have those been shipped?
No, because
Okay.
I haven't gotten the addresses. I checked the email account last week. We haven't gotten the addresses.
No one sent you the addresses? Because Joel says he sent you the address.
Okay, I have to go double check.
Yeah,
I
so
have to go double check.
Yeah,
Jesus
okay.
Christ. Oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
check that out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go double check.
Yeah. So anyways, point is, I don't want the Patreon thing. It's just too expensive. For $45 a month, so you can get a shirt after 3 months is crazy to me. Just me having that as a tier seems psychotic.
Yeah.
You don't find it's a little absurd?
I mean, there's all kinds of what do you call it? Like, those loot crates and shit like that where you pay $50-$60 a month. There's already that. There's Watch Gang where it's starts $150 a month or some shit.
Yeah, but just because other people do it doesn't mean that I have to do it. To me, I think it's ridiculous. It's completely absurd.
I mean, I get you, but also
It's completely there's no argument that could make me think differently on this. I think it's completely absurd.
maybe $45 too much. What if it was like 20
Each month
each month?
to get one.
And every 3 months, so that's 60 USD every 3 months, and every 3 months they get a shirt.
That's a different story. That makes sense because that costs probably how much a sweater would cost.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
that's not what they're saying.
Yes,
Because
I
they
know.
have the recommend because they want to make their cut. So it's like $45 some shit. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's too much. 45.
Because after 3 months you get a shirt, but if you're logged in
45
for a
is
year,
fine.
what are you paying? $500 a year for a shirt? No, fuck that is, bro.
For four sweaters.
It's fucked up.
You're basically you're paying $125 per sweatshirt.
Yeah, you see, Trey Cole got it. He's like, yeah, why would you pay $45 for 3 months when you do a yearly thing? First of all, some people have even gotten.
Yeah.
Some people have told me they got their second shirts. I didn't even realize
Oh,
that we sent
shit.
them second shirts in the year.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so it's Trey Cole just said I won 2 also this year. Yeah, it's so no, I don't like that because that's just fucked up. That's you're taking advantage of people that don't look at their credit card statements.
Yeah.
By the way, some of you fuckers who don't reply, there's 3 people
Yeah.
that I've been messaging. There's a thread for 3 months.
For shirts?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck's your size? Nothing. But they're still patrons. Look at your fucking Patreon messages, people. Look at your Patreon messages.
Some
Yeah.
people just want to support and they'll throw, you know what I mean?
I appreciate it, but you have won shirts. Accept my shirts. Wear them, touch them, feel them. And you get more than shirts. We give stickers,
Yes,
magnets, keychains.
And then Flat got those are super cute.
Yeah, we give the Flat
Pantelis
Chat
Live.
Pantelis Live keychains now. We give good stuff in the pack. You get a nice little care package, and some of the packages have my face on them.
Hey,
Imagine the mailman.
who is this?
Oh fuck, is this guy?
Well, they give me weird looks every time I go to mail them, by the way. Huh?
Yeah.
They always do a double take, even though they've seen them multiple times.
Who's this guy? Jesus. It's a religious package. Just a bunch of holy water. Yeah.
I told you about the hack I found. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a good hack.
You like it?
It's
huh?
not a hack. It's we were actually getting ripped off for a year.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
got ripped off for a year.
Yeah, and then I noticed the time
But we got
before.
violently ripped off.
Yeah. So
I remember once sending you to send a shitload of like packages. It was shirts and flyers, all that. And let's say the cost of everything, the cost of the actual shirts and all that together, if you would calculate it, might have been like $150. But the bill to ship everything was $300 something. Do you remember this? And then when
I remember.
And when you showed me the difference, the local stuff cost more than the shipments in the US.
Yes, US was $9. I remember this. US was like $8-9, And then like fucking
$16, $22. And I was like, yo, what the fuck's going on here, bro? How does this make any sense?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know. That's what they told me. I go, why would it cost? And I was yelling at Poseidon. I was like, why would it cost $6 to $9 to send something to New York and $22 to go to fucking Sherbrooke? And he's like, I don't know. This is what the fuck. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. But that drives you mad.
Yeah, it was almost all completed. It was like $400 something for everything, get the shirts and send them all out. I remember I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking bastards, bro.
Yeah, they take advantage. Anyways, and then people were like, "Oh, don't send me shirts. I'm in the States. It's too expensive." And I was trying to tell people it's cheaper for me.
Yeah, it's cheaper to send in the States.
I don't know why. I don't make it. Yeah,
that's retarded. So hold on. Imagine we had to ship something to Vancouver.
I remember we've shipped stuff to
DC.
Vancouver.
Imagine how expensive that would be. Because I think they calculate with distance or some shit.
No, that's what we said. They calculate with distance, but then it doesn't make sense because New York should be more expensive than Sherbrooke.
No. For Canada, they calculate distance.
And New York States is one price.
States, I think maybe.
But even that, no, it didn't make sense because Laval had different price. It was fucked. Anyways, I remember they were fucking us, and you figured out only last month. So for an entire year, we were giving Canada Post all kinds of money that we could have avoided.
Yeah. Scumbags.
Scumbags, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, fuck them.
I'm glad I figured that out.
I have 2 shirts, 2 new toilet rags. Hey, listen, A-Trax. By the way, A-Trax, I want you to start a new show on the network with Poseidon, but we're going to wait till the curfew's over because I want you guys to have a night show. I want you guys to have like a 10 to midnight show. You guys could be the 10 to midnight guys on the channel.
10 to midnight's good.
Yeah. Not every night. Like one night a week is going to be your night.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to have your show. Yeah, he says done. He's already in. I knew he was in. I didn't have to even ask. I knew you were in. You see that? I made a decision for you. That's the kind of visionary I am. I'm just waiting for because I don't want you to have I don't want you to have trouble going back to LaSalle. So I'm going to wait till the.
Yeah, this curfew thing is, bro, it's pissing me off. I can't take it anymore.
Yo, this guy just called me. Nick says $55 to ship to China by ship. Not even by plane, bro. By ship. So he's like, I'm gonna send them to China for $55. I hope they get it in 3 months. You know how crazy that is, bro?
Yeah, that's nuts.
But that makes a bit more sense to me because the whole complicated process.
Yeah.
China. But to send them to Sherbrooke and to tell me it's $22, and then it's like, what about New York? $8. What? I remember because I yelled at you. I thought you were lying or you fucked up. Do you remember that?
No, and
he's showing me the bill. He's like, look, bro.
And it was for the same items.
It was the exact same items. Everyone was getting. Yeah. It was last year when we started, and we gave away. We were giving posters, whatever the fuck we had. We were giving away signed shit, all that stuff, and the prices were fucking going dramatically different.
Yeah.
Those sons of bitches, bro. Anyways, patreon.com/Pantelis.
Hey.
Sign up for a boss tier, and those are the people that are gonna win shirts. We pick winners every month, and I don't know about selling them yet. If my process is simplified, maybe I'll start selling, but if it's super complicated, I don't want to, because I can't have him manage all that shit. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, we can look at
because I could put on my website. I could put stuff for sale on my website.
Yes.
It's just that it gets complicated because then you have to set up a thing for maybe PayPal or Stripe, whatever. Then also shipping, then because it's international. So I don't know where people are going to buy from.
But there's websites that take care of all of that.
There's websites that take care of all that.
No.
So again, you're not saying what we're saying. We've already tried that with Teespring.
No, but
we're talking about our inventory.
Yeah,
having our inventory.
But you don't even on these websites. You don't even have an inventory.
So again, Poseidon, this is why you're getting frustrated. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what we have, selling what we have.
Yes.
You get it?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like if somebody's telling.
No. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of something else. Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, that's like saying, bro, I want to eat chicken today, but we can solve that by eating some steak.
Yeah, I just
like, well, no, I just want to have some chicken. You're like, no, but you could do that by eating steak. It's like, well, no, you can't, dickhead. They're 2 different things. So yeah, we know that, but we tried them. The quality wasn't good. Like Teespring, I didn't like the quality.
Yeah.
Some people were complaining that it wasn't printed properly, all that shit. And then when I started doing it myself, it was better.
I had searched up, there's a company that's specialized in something cartel. Something cartel, and Shopify, I think, does the same thing. But Shopify is for everything.
Shopify's for everything, yeah. But anyways, I don't want to start an online store. We're doing this. I'm super busy. I don't have time to manage it because there's always problems. Something didn't go through. There's a refund. The wrong address. There's this address. The payment didn't go through. It's a whole other business. Yeah. That's what I keep telling people. Like, why don't you sell merch? Like, sell it. Yeah. It's a whole business you're starting.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. You don't know what you've stepped foot in, Gary. What did Gary do? Poseidon moi ta main. I don't know what that is. I know all our shit at my old job came in containers from China. Yeah, well, no shit. You don't know what you stepped in foot, Gary. You guys should have a null hoodie. Something cartel. What the fuck? Yo, actually, the null hoodies, I wanted to get this shipment where we got all these t-shirts. I wanted to get hoodies too, but the company had run out of hoodies. So I'm waiting for them to restock. A lot of people are buying merch. And a lot of people have been messaging me to start a network with different shows on it. What I want to do with the website and shit, trying to tell them that it's very costly. So you need financing for that to do it the way they're asking to do it. But a lot of people are talking about what I've been talking about. Sorry, my shipping address is pricey, Marie Renee says. It's not. We figured out it's not your shipping address. It was Canada Post was fucking with us. Yeah. It wasn't your shipping address. It wasn't even Poseidon. It was 100% them over there. They were fucking around.
Yeah. And I figured out how to, we're not going to talk about it, but,
Yeah. I'd love a null hoodie too, please. Yeah, well, they're out of hoodies because I wanted to have like a 2DM hoodies, new ones and shit. Once they get hoodies back in stock, we'll make some. We'll figure something out with the hoodies.
Oh, you know what I would like? I would like to get you know how you have your champion hoodie?
Yeah.
The black and gold one? But one that writes...
I was wearing it yesterday.
Yeah, one that writes Poseidon. But that would be just for me. I would like to get one.
Check out Creators Warehouse, owned by a Canadian streamer called Anus. Oh no, Linus. Linus Tech Tips.
I got excited there for a second.
I've heard of that guy. I've seen videos with Linus.
What's the company called?
Creators Warehouse. Pantelis should do a literary critic show. I don't know what that is. Always late on Sundays because I work. Christine, don't worry. You could rewatch this. It's not dropping.
One-stop shop for content creators. Oh, interesting.
A podcast association will be great. We're looking at it, Joel. We're looking at it. People keep messaging me. I'm 100% looking into it, like deeply. There's some talks. All right, there's things that are in the works, but I'm not. Trust me. It's very hard. It's very hard to get people that like it and want to invest money to do it without you losing what got you here, which is your independence. So, yeah, that's the thing. So you like it because you're thinking, oh shit, it'll continue. But what if it doesn't continue like this? What if it's a whole new system you don't fucking like? You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Let's see. Poseidon should do book reviews and interview authors. Poseidon's not a good interviewer. Poseidon, it would not be a good, especially with authors, because here's the thing. Poseidon, every second word, he goes to a lie for some reason, and he's trying to fight that.
Yeah.
The problem is when you're lying to someone whose book you're supposed to have read, they wrote the book. So they're going to know that you're lying. So it would just be awkward. It's like, yeah, so the part about your dad beating you up because you lied about getting abducted. He's like, it's a cookbook. What are you talking about? It's like, oh, yeah, I know. But I read between the lines. I read between the lines of because the salad, right? When you're saying that salad, you were tossing it in the sky. So, the aliens. So, I feel you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's not that bad.
It's pretty rough. It gets bad. It's gone to the point where you're trying to fight it. Imagine that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there are people way, 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 way worse than me. It's just me. It's on a small level that I do.
Is that the way we should be seeing things?
No, it's not. But I do it on stuff that don't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's like little white lies. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to fight it.
Little white lies.
Unlike the black lies.
Is that where you're going with that one? There was so many funnier things you could have said.
It's funny to me.
Like white lies. You could have been like, I'm allowed to say the N-word. That would have been a good white lie. That would have been a funny joke.
Okay, I got it.
But instead, you just changed the color and you're like, yeah.
Well, because I was thinking of white ice and black ice. The Key and Peele sketch. That's why.
They have a black ice sketch?
Yeah, of course. Where the news anchors.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and they're talking about black ice. And then one of them, I think, goes, no, it's with news anchors. And I think it's the tall, bald one that's on the street. And it goes, and then the news reporters go, wow, this black ice it's very dangerous, huh? You know, and then it keeps escalating and goes, well, you know, also white ice, it's kind of dangerous, you know. And then it keeps escalating, and they go, yeah, but black ice, you know, it could get very dangerous. Sometimes you don't see it at night, and they get all, and then he goes, yeah, well, white ice gentrifies and tears apart, and then
that's funny.
it's you should watch it. It's funny.
I like when they make fun. Dude, these guys understand. They just stopped doing their show.
No, maybe they're busy with other stuff. Like the other guy, I keep forgetting which one's Key, which one's Peel.
But I think they stopped. I haven't seen. I think they're doing their own things.
Yeah, like the other guy made.
Like I think the show ended, is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah, the fuck, that was a good show.
Yeah, it's possible. They've been but they've done other cool shit too. Like they've been in YouTubers
After
stuff.
Chappelle, they're the ones that started doing all the best sketches.
Yeah, I've never seen any Chappelle sketch, by the way. For the record.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Clayton Bigsby, you never seen?
Never, not
the
one.
black white supremacist. You never seen that?
Never.
So, oh come on, bro, you missed.
But because I like Key and Peele, I'm probably gonna like Chappelle's.
You can't. Well, unless you're dumb. Chappelle had the better sketches. Chappelle's were way better.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not. I'm not saying they're bad. I love Key and Peele sketches, but Chappelle was on another level. Especially at the time, they didn't even want him to do them. They're fucking hilarious, bro.
Really?
Yeah, the crackhead. You haven't. Oh my god, dude.
I haven't watched and not one. I've missed out on a lot in life, bro.
It's disappointing. You telling me this, like, it makes me angry. And people in the chat are mad at you too. Like, that should be something you seek out. They're so good. Dude, Chappelle had a sketch, bro, which people were talking about. It was too edgy. It was fucking hilarious. It was Clayton Bigsby. It was a KKK. He was a KKK like leader.
Uh-huh.
He would write books. Nobody had ever seen him. He was blind, but he was a black guy. But he didn't know he was black. So he's there. He's talking shit about black people. No, this and that. And they remove his thing. And it's basically a blind black guy yelling, saying shit about black people. And then he goes, yeah, bro, it's fucking funny. And then when he found out, when they told him, you're black, apparently he was super mad. And they go, and then he divorced his wife because she married a black guy. Bro, he had the best sketches. They were the smartest, the funniest. Dude, oh my God. They were so good. He's the one that did the Rick James sketches.
Are they on the intranet?
I don't know, but they're on Netflix. Chappelle show's on Netflix. You never seen like Prince game blouses. Him playing okay, so his brother on the show, his brother, Charlie Murphy, would tell stories about back in the day what it was like when hanging out with Eddie Murphy. When sorry, I said his brother. I meant Eddie Murphy's brother. Oh yeah, fuck. So you didn't know about this either. Charlie Murphy. Do you know who Charlie Murphy is?
Nope.
Okay. So on the Chappelle show, they brought in a comedian. His name is Charlie Murphy. He's Eddie Murphy's brother. He passed away now.
Oh shit.
He would have good stories about what it was like being around Eddie when Eddie was getting famous and he got to meet all these cool people. He had stories about Rick James, about Prince, all this stuff. And on the Chappelle show, what they would do is he would tell these stories, and in a sketch, Dave Chappelle would reenact them.
As Eddie Murphy?
Well, it depends who he played.
Okay,
he played Prince, and he played Rick James very well in those sketches.
Oh, that's funny.
But they were hilarious. They were, like, it was groundbreaking at the time. It was the funniest fucking stuff because the storytelling of Charlie Murphy was great. He was a great storyteller. He knew how to tell a good story. And then the acting of Chappelle doing those people was fucking insane. It was phenomenal. They were, like, it's hard for me to describe it unless you watch it. They were so fucking funny. Fuck your couch. You don't remember any of that. And he would call, he would always make, Rick James would yell at Charlie Murphy because he said he was too black. So he would always call him Darkness. Darkness! He would always call him.
No!
Yeah, bro, it was the funniest things. It's the funniest things. I'm Rick James. That's where it comes from. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, Chappelle, whatever people did later in sketches, Chappelle beat them to it before.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They were incredible. They were great. They were groundbreaking. They were edgy. He did all that stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get him.
Yeah, Chappelle did it first. Yeah.
Chappelle did it first.
Yeah. Dude, you have to check it out. You have to check out his sketches.
Knowing me, I'm probably gonna. If I like Key and Peele, I'm gonna love Chappelle.
Dude, they're way. It's not that they're way because I feel like I'm putting the other ones down. I'm not. They're all amazing. Yeah. But you have to understand that Chappelle did it without any guidelines. Like he couldn't see somebody like I want to do that, like what they did with him.
Okay.
And he took the most risks. He took the most risks. Race wasn't gonna stop him. He's like, funny is funny. I have a good path to go down this. I'm gonna make fun of it.
He basically paved the way.
He paved the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just incredible. Yeah.
Okay.
How can you not love Chappelle? Trey Cole says, yeah, you don't love comedy if you don't love Chappelle.
Well, I've watched his specials and shit.
David Chappelle's.
No.
Yeah, of course, bro. Chappelle's the man. Anyways, having said that, Poseidon, where are they going to find you?
They're going to find me on Instagram and Twitter, ThePoseidon69. Also, twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69.
He's playing video games, people.
Twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69.
ThePoseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. That's where you're going to follow this specimen of a man. I'm everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the Instagrams. I'm on the Twitters. Head over to panteliscomedy.com, and there's links to everything there, to all the podcasts, To Drink Minimum. To Drink Minimum, by the way, goes live Tuesdays now. This week, it'll be Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the To Drink Minimum channel. And if you miss it live, it'll be up everywhere, including audio formats, on Wednesday at noon. Patreon.com/Pantelis is where you go to join this crazy nation of ours. That's where you get to win shirts. That's where you get access to exclusive content on the weekends that you only get on Patreon. What else? That's where you get access to the Patreon-only channels on Discord. So you can watch movie nights with us. There's also the Waterhead Coliseum. They watch sporting events there. So like the UFC fights, all that shit, they all do in the Waterhead Coliseum. Like this whole Pantelis Nation thing, a lot of fun. We're going to have new shows coming on the network very shortly. Once his girlfriend comes back from tour in Vancouver, we'll be starting the In Bed with Poseidon French version. There's going to be a French and English version, and both of those will also be available in audio formats. We're doing things. So thank you guys for watching. Poseidon, any last words?
Pew, pew.
All right, I'll take it. Go fuck yourselves. Thank you, guys.